to make do with Nano. I hope he doesn't end them. Oi, oi, oi. Alright. It's always going to be a bit strange, right? When you have someone new on the team, so if you don't know if the synergies match up and such. And even for Confident Club, like they have to ban different champions now here. In fact, we see the Aurora ban for Nano, the Shen ban against Zambiro as well. Meanwhile, Whimsy&Joy here banning out the Jarvan, which was a big game winner for Confident Club against Whimsy&Joy during the group stages. Jarvan for Paruka, he did really well on it. And we also see the Akshan ban, as Akshan is a very strong lane dominant champion against Unknown Memory. Let's see here. Karma is banned. My apologies, let's see. Karma ban against Whimsy&Joy, it is of course towards Brimba. Karma alone can kind of win you the lane and has really good team fight presence, especially with bruisers. Let's see, and Gwen being the last ban here from Whimsy&Joy. A very strong champion, can carry a lot of games on her back. Nice to see Confident Club here going for the Tristana first pick. It was a comfortable pick for Dober. And I assume here that the Confident Club were expecting Whimsy&Joy to pick up the Tristana since Mr. Small also plays it. But we see here the Draven Hover. Curious if it will be locked in. We know Mr. Small to play Corki more often than Draven, so let's see here. It is locked in. And now coming up next, let's see, Corki into Tristana. I assume is Corki favored until Tristana can get that range and can sort of out damage the Corki perhaps in the long range at least. Corki still has one of the best mid-range damage kits for an ADC. Let's see here what Whimsy&Joy go for. Next pick here, Echo. Alright, for IHFW. They've had a lot of good success with the Echo. So I'm looking forward to see what Whimsy&Joy can pull out here. Now Confident Club, knowing they're up against an Echo here, might go for something like the Xin Zhao. Something strong in the jungle. Even Trundle could potentially be an okay pick, but I think I'd prefer Xin Zhao any day. Let's see what they go for. Hello chat, hello Lemon, hello Freaky Feline, nice to see you both. Margella, of course, Confident Club's mid laner here, thinks this will be a hype match. Let's see here, Trundle is gonna get locked in. Trundle, one of Paruka's preferred champions. If Echo overdives, he could be having some trouble with the pillar. Trundle also does well against the Corki. Corki being a lot of mid-range damage. He could potentially get a pillar and locked down. Just that alone. And it can also help the early game for Confident Club to scale up the Tristana. We see LeBlanc here paired with the Trundle. A nice sort of duo there, jungle mid. Very skirmish heavy and strong in their own natures. Gonna have a nice early to mid game curve here for Confident Club. They just need some late game picks on their team, and I think it's a very well-rounded comp so far that we're seeing. Meanwhile, Whimsy&Joy just kind of bringing damage to the table. They need more setup currently. They definitely need something like the Rel, something like Victor. I mean, it's kind of in the same bucket. Like Whimsy&Joy really need a really strong setup champion here. Something like Malphite Rakan comes to mind, for example. Like two very easy to set up AoE sort of CC champions so that the Corki, the Echo, the Victor can lay down their damage without having any issue. So let's see here. Hello Cyanscape, good morning. Let's see a Rumble, next ban here for Whimsy&Joy. Now it's interesting, I would more put Confident Club to go for something like the Kale top here perhaps for not too shabby. Or if not, maybe a Cho'Gath, and then you go something like, but there's not really many scaling supports, is there? Yeah. I'd assume here like something for Confident Club, like something like the Brom and a good scaling top lane champion would be good. Even Ornn can kind of make it. Ambessa also comes to mind. I think Ambessa is a good pick. You can just jump onto Victor. Not the Shabby has a lot of options available at the moment. Whereas Whimsy&Joy here, they even ban out the Mundo. Wow. It's one of their own champions, but we know Whimsy&Joy could go for the Gnar, which is still available for Zombie Hero. Gonna be a bit of a rough best of 5 series here for Zombie Hero. We see Trundle being picked up already. And we see, of course, the Dr. Mundo band. He's gonna pick a champion now, so that's potentially 2 champions that he can't play in the next game, let alone game 5. It doesn't get easier from here, guys. Let's see what they go for. They have to blind somewhere here. Let's see what it's gonna be here. The Poppy. Alright, the Poppy, I forgot about it. But yes, Zombie, you can play the Poppy here. It's gonna be a Poppy blind, which isn't ideal, let's say. And so far, I mean, Confident Club have the rocket jump and have the distortion from LeBlanc. So they can be stopped by Poppy at the very least. They get some value there. And it also denies a potential Poppy pick against their Echo. Let's see. I'm not too sure if Poppy can be flexed into support on the side of Whimsy&Joy. I've never seen Brimba play it. And there's the Brom. Almost like they heard me through the mic, but yeah, I think Brom is a nice support pickup here. It denies a lot of what Corki wants to do, a lot of what Victor wants to do, and even Echo's damage is a lot of upfront damage, so Brom kind of jumping on whoever is getting focused, drops the E, and can help disengage the Echo. I think Whimsy&Joy is still suffering from setup at the moment though, as most of Confident Club's champions, especially with Tristana can ult people away, LeBlanc can jump away. A lot of disengage coming out of Confident Club, and Whimsy&Joy really desperately need that AoE CC to hold things down. Alright, let's see what they go for here. Last pick, there's the Rakan. Now Rakan is good, but he's usually good as follow-up. I would have liked to see the Malphite pick in top lane. I think would have been a really nice help for the Rakan. Poppy can kind of get away doing the same thing, I guess, with the ult, but you know, Malphite is Malphite at the end of the day. So that's your first game draft here, guys. Let's see if we can start. Alright. We'll talk a bit about the draft shortly here. Alright. So, in the isolated lanes here, Tristana Brom against Corki Rakan. I mean, Brom is usually really good against the Rakan, just because of how the stun works. But I trust Brimba to know what he's going to do here. So Brimba can definitely get some engage off, and Corki deals a lot of damage in those short trades. Should be favoring Whimsy&Joy here, even the early push. Although Tristana is not kind of, you know, Tristana is very neutral of a champion. She can choose to engage, she can choose to not engage you in lane, right? The only downside is that Tristana is guaranteed to push a lane, while Corki has the option. So yeah, we can see Whimsy&Joy playing up the wave. If it's with the same spirit they played in the last best of 3, they're gonna come out guns blazing. And so are Confident Club usually in their own matches. So this could be a very explosive game style. Of course, they do have nano attack, so they're not gonna be all that comfortable as if playing with their own mid lane, but it's gonna be a bit of an issue. Perhaps that they need to see how it plays out. But Nano, on his own regard, he likes to, you know, he's very communicative. He's not one to shy away from playing with a team and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna have not that bad a time, but yeah, it should be fine. Let's see. Meanwhile, mid lane, LeBlanc against Victor. Nano playing both LeBlanc and Victor. So I would assume he knows what's going to happen there, but in my eyes, I think LeBlanc just wins this. LeBlanc has a lot of ways to escape. I mean, Victor realistically should only be able to land a Q, right? So, and yeah, as time goes on, LeBlanc can kind of burst down Victor. Now, maybe I don't know something, maybe it's like you max your Q first and go Merc Threads on the Victor, and maybe that's the play here. But otherwise, I think Victor does really well into the Braum, Trundle, and even the Tristana. He's not really going to be in range to get pelted by Tristana, while Braum Trundle will definitely take a lot of damage from the Chaos Storm. Meanwhile, top lane Poppy into the Ambessa. I'm quite curious as to why not to Shabby picks up the Ambessa into Poppy. I would assume this is a very Poppy favored lane. But if he's confident, and hey, it goes with the team name, right? If not to Shabby is confident, I really like the Ambessa pick. You could really have a very easy picking on the Echo, on the Corki, on the Victor. I think, of course, Corki and Victor are better picks since Echo has that ultimate, but if you can remove them from the fight earlier on, it's gonna be a good time. Let's see how it goes, guys. Oh. Alright. Let's see what the chat is saying. The guy he's replacing is S anyways, alright. Come on, Pity, don't be too hard on yourself. How big is the fever for you to say that? Oi, oi, oi. Smitely Zombie. Okay. Alright, the chat is getting spicy. Sacred Liz. Oi, oi, oi. Il Gunner, Il Moza. Wow. Alright. Some Gozo references there. GG. Let's see it, guys. Where is the sound? Damn it, we demand Christmas songs. We demand Yuletide happiness. Classic stack here from Confident Club. Why are you still here? No. Can I? Alright, life is hard, guys. Sorry. Streamer issues. But yes, we can see sort of a 5-point spread here for Whimsy&Joy. No real aggression coming out here. Confident Club expecting an invade. So they are stacking. And we get a nice, lovely pause here. And it is from Whimsy&Joy, alright. Let's see. Oh yeah. There we go. Unknown Memory finds Brumba and Nano attack. And it does seem like Confident Club still have that like, Whimsy&Joy still have that like early game come out guns blazing energy to them. I like it. Now I do know that Brumba on this team is a really strong shot caller. He really knows what's going on in the map and helps give that jungle pressure. Oh, we're starting to see the effects of that. Meanwhile, Dober here getting the early push, drops the explosive bomb on the wave. Oh, the winter map is not new at all. It's with the snow. It's just a new PC that can run the snow. Alright, let's see here. Whimsy&Joy. I expected their combo would be a bit better in the lane here, but of course Braum Tristana have all the option to decide when to go for their engages. Meanwhile, Nano here, he went for the for an interesting rune choice. I forgot the name of it, but it's basically gonna give him a bit more shields with every ability here and there. Maybe I can hover it. This one. The Summon Airy, yes. So yeah, Airy, perhaps that's the tech. Maybe maxing Q out a bit, getting the Merc Threats and going Airy. And Victor will outscale this LeBlanc. Meanwhile, not too shabby doing a not too shabby job in the top lane, I must say. Against the spot pick from Zambiu. But alas, Unknown Memory is still playing the LeBlanc. So it's still going to be very lane dominant. And meanwhile here, Whimsy&Joy is bot lane getting the early aggression. Here comes Zambiru in the top lane as well, dropping not too shabby below 1/3 health. We see Paruka finishing his first clear as both junglers looking to get more on the map. IHFW could potentially get the double scuttle. And Paruka's recall gets stopped by Brimba. Huge. HFW not even gonna get punished for taking the double scuttle as Paruka's recall was delayed there. The Echo should have full tempo here. Oh, they're opting to potentially dive not too shabby here in the top side. Let's see, this could be a bit of an over-aggressive play. Whimsy&Joy do commit, and in fact, they do back off. Oh, I see. It seems like the shield bash is a tech Victor can go for here as well. Against the LeBlanc. A very neutral state in the game. CS though is a big difference here as we see Whimsy&Joy, almost all of them getting ahead in the CS department. It does amount to 500 gold, guys. It's no small amount, but it is spread across the board. So you can see there on the side, Paruka is starting the Dragon. Confident Club are fully rotating forward. Bot lane and mid have priorities here. And Whimsy&Joy are not sure about it. We do see IHFW hovering the area. And there's the Echo W for vision. He goes in. He's a bit far away from smite range and he does give up the first blood here. And this might be just more than that as Brimba goes in. Mr. Small is now on the defense. We see the Chaos Storm gets dropped. Paruka's very low, but sadly not enough to get dropped. A very messy fight overall. Confident Club walk away with the first blood. Can Whimsy&Joy return the favor? They come in for the second rotation of abilities, but Badman, it's gonna look like a Confident Club New Year's. That's a complete 4 kills and Dragon to start off the match. It just goes to show that communication. They're not used to playing together. It was a very close fight. But sadly, close is what they're gonna get. Whimsy&Joy start off on the back foot. The Braum pickup is just so strong in these early fights, just dropping stuns everywhere, denying the damage as well. It was a good effort from Whimsy&Joy. A bit overzealous from IHFW, perhaps going a bit too deep too quickly. In situations like this, you have to decide, do we go for Dragon or do we go for the fight? And without vision on Dragon, it would have been perhaps better to give it a bit of a more patient approach. See a small skirmish here. It might not amount to much, but Brimba's falling very low. Dashes all the way out. And Nano drops the Chaos Storm. The damage is coming out, but overall, everyone is gonna leave the fight at around half health. The Void Grubs remain untouched. Whimsy&Joy, we're still trying to find these uneven fights and they just amount to small amounts. Oh, we see the first fight here where Whimsy&Joy get a kill. HFW tries to find more. Can he get the dash? And there it is. He drops the next one. That's a shutdown. But on the side, Nano attack drops as well. And so does IHFW. That's another 4 kills collected by Confident Club for the 2 of Whimsy&Joy. Now it's a long series, guys. I hope Whimsy&Joy can kind of buckle down and keep their wits about them as they find their communication in the game. Have hope, Whimsy&Joy. We need you to find a way in and to get calm, cool and collected. Confident Club though, full speed ahead here. They are used to playing together, of course, as their plays are working out so far. And there's the Void Grubs as well. One more objective to secure the feats. Oh, another attempt here on the mid lane. Sadly, it's not gonna find the space as Unknown Memory just dashes out. This is gonna be a bit of a repeat issue here for Whimsy&Joy. They really have a bit of trouble getting their setup across. Oh, nice little invade here. This has Brimba written all over it, but Paruka bashing away. He gets the damage across, and oh my gosh, he gets Brimba too. And Dober, oh, this is an entirely disaster here. Double kill for Dober as well. An invade that started off on a good foot, but the rotation and speed from Confident Club here. And Paruka just being a bit too tanky for them, especially with that Rundle ult and the healing. Don't worry, have hope, Whimsy&Joy. The plays are good. You just need some time to figure it out. Blink and you miss it. Brimba falling down for the 4th time, but at this point, I mean, they kind of just have to give it. A nice shutdown play here from IHFW. Gets the rotation. And I mean, if Whimsy&Joy can make it out of this desperate mid game, they can somehow get something going later on. But Dober with the 6 kills on him on the Tristana. That's gonna be a bit of a rough time. Another play here potentially. Gonna try to find it. It's looking rough so far, but Whimsy&Joy are not ones to quit. The CS department still in their favor. They are only down 1.8k gold at the moment. They just need time to complete their first items before looking for another fight. A bit of an unlucky moment for Pity to be sick here. Apocalypse, Whimsy&Joy's mid laner, could not participate today. An agreement between the captains to have Nano attack play in his stead. It's still a disadvantage for Whimsy&Joy, of course. But he was the best they could find on a short notice. And I'm very grateful for Confident Club's respectable kind of sportsman-like behavior here to allow the trade. A lot of plays here going well so far for Confident Club for both top and bot lane. But Whimsy&Joy holding strong. See how the game's tempo has really slowed down, guys. We had two big fights, but now Whimsy&Joy understand they can't really keep going at it with the same tempo they were before. They're trying to find a play here in the top side, but they need to be careful to not overcommit. And Zambio seems to have given it up. He understands he will be going down in this play. He tries to get damage onto Shabby, but it's not enough as Paruka finishes him off. And that should be a Rift Herald here for Confi Club. So we're now approaching that 2.4k gold lead here. A lot of shutdowns on the side of Confi Club. If Whimsy&Joy can even pick up one of those, it's gonna be a good time. Let's keep in mind Atakan is a really big objective as well. If a good fight comes out here, if Confident Club get a bit too confident and start up the Atakan, Whimsy&Joy might just be back with a couple of shutdowns and that amazing buff that Atakan gives you to all your stats. And finishing off power. Oh, it's Badman this time getting caught out, and Brimba gets a nice ult there. The flash is used, Badman dashes out. Mr. Small is here to get the damage across. And it seems like Whimsy&Joy have committed everything they got. And once again, Confident Club just walk away. Question is here, do they get the dragon though? Can Whimsy&Joy swindle this damage into a dragon? They seem to be unsure whether to go for dragon or invade, but I think the dragon is the right play here for sure. A nice play for Whimsy&Joy, stay in it, champs. And Confident Club here are not expecting this level of aggression from a team that's 10 kills down. And we see the gold here is approaching that 3k gold diff. see HFW lined up here to help out Mr. Small. The idea was to get a counter engage there, but they did not want to go in before people arrive. Whimsy&Joy are still thinking about this fight. They have to give it up. Alright guys, we are at the 4k goal lead here. How's the altitude feeling? Oi oi oi. So now is the time that Whimsy&Joy should be a bit more on the down tempo here. We have 2 items complete for top and AD carry on the side of Confident Club. If Whimsy&Joy can find a fight without these 2 outliers, they should be able to still take it. But otherwise, they need to be careful here. That Braum Shield delivers so much value. And here comes the Rift Herald. Unknown Memory gets caught here. And down goes Unknown Memory. HFW gets the kill. Whimsy, oh Whimsy, Whimsy&Joy. Hoi, hoi, hoi. Okay. We're still at it, guys. This is the expected level of confidence and professionalism I expect from semi-finalists in the upper bracket. They're not giving up. Now on the defense though, Whimsy&Joy running away as Confident Club gather their wits. They see Zambiru's teleport as well. And they chase into him. But now we see HFW on the attack here. Dober drops him, but down goes Dober, and this fight could go in Whimsy&Joy's favor without an AD carry. Here comes Mr. Small, but he's in a bit too deep. He drops as well. And now Nano Attack is left to deliver the damage. Can he get it off? Zambiru's on the side, potentially to help. And Paruka gets the pillar. Oh no, Nano Attack goes down. In a 3-for-3 play here as Confident Club find the return play after Dober drops. Just goes to show Whimsy&Joy still have it. They just need a bit better positioning in these fights, and they would have definitely won it. It seems to be the story of this game as they try to find their way about these fights with the new configuration in their team. But now Atakan being secured should definitely be a big outlier in Confident Club's winning journey here. Brimba, whatever he can do to try and stop it. His presence is not enough as HFW is still down and cannot come in time. Atakan secured for Confident Club. Definitely a big push towards the victory screen. Alright guys, what did I miss? Seems like Whimsy&Joy get 2 turrets here. And the gold lead has actually been very much neutralized here. 1.2k is not that bad. Nano Attack though with the teleport of Doom goes in. He gets dropped from the Ambessalt. But Paruka also close to falling here. Mr. Small gets the kill on the side. We see not too shabby here, dealing a lot of damage. But IHFW looking for more. He dashes out. It's a 3-4-2 play here on the side of Confident Club. And that's gonna be a third dragon here for Confi Club. But we see, oh, Whimsy&Joy want more. Zambiro goes in, gets the blast plant. That's 2 kills for Whimsy&Joy and a shutdown on top. And there's your gold lead, guys. Whimsy&Joy are ahead in gold at the moment. Just goes to show how strong shutdown gold is. So apparently you can be down 2 dragons, grubs, Atakan, same turrets, and down 11, what's that, 9 kills. And you'd actually be behind 2k gold. How does that work out? Alright, alright. But yeah, Whimsy&Joy looking very strong now. Come on guys, that's a 3 item Corki against a 3 item Tristana. See, Brimba here starts the fight off. Not too shabby, goes deep. Doesn't amount to anything. The first kill drops, HFW gets it. But no, Mr. Small is next, and so's Brimba. Confident Club find Nano. And it's looking like a tough fight to win here as Zambiro, last one standing from Whimsy&Joy. Not too shabby, Nano memory did get dropped, but he's a very tanky Poppy. Takes a while. But the ace comes out as Paruka, Dober and Badman are the last ones standing for Confident Club. More than enough to get this Baron. And that's the problem that Whimsy&Joy have, they just don't have the setup. If they have setup here, Nano Attack and Mr. Small completely melted Confident Club there. But Rakan is not enough. Dober living with a sliver of health as well to add insult to injury. Zambiro finds not too shabby, deals a lot of damage to him. But this Trundle is smacking. Zambiro falls here. It's a messy game, guys. Whimsy&Joy did not have an easy line, but they are still holding on here. And there's the turret on the bot side. 27-minute banger so far. We are just 300 gold away from each other. But soon we're gonna get that Dragon Soul, which is gonna be a big difference to a win. Oh, Whimsy&Joy might have gotten caught out here. Dober jumps in. But not before HFW drops, and down goes Mr. Small. This could be the winning play for Comfy Club. Nano Attack TP's into a dead play. And now he's forced to flash out as well on top. This is looking rough here. Unknown Memory on the prowl here. He does get deterred by Zambiru, and that is a free Hextech Soul uncontested for Comfy Club. It's almost like there was a spider on my screen. And it got squished. So now Confident Club really in a winning seat. Not really much more they need to accomplish. They just need to group up, find the lane they can push and push it. It's gonna get a bit rough now for Whimsy&Joy. They're on a bit of a timer as the Elder Dragon spawning and Baron spawning will pretty much line up here. And that's gonna be a big difference into this game's direction. Well, from that point, I mean, Confident Club can pretty much just dive Whimsy&Joy under the turrets. Just have to question what this game would have been if that first dragon fight wasn't so one-sided. Whimsy&Joy not having the best time today, but they have 5 games to go. Well, 4 more. And they're still looking very strong and confident. There's a nice play. Unknown Memory falling here as IHW gets the pick. Oh no, Nano, what are you doing? Just finds Dober and gets destroyed. And Victor being down here is actually a big thing. Let's see here, not the shabby gets the ult off. Mr. Small dodges. A lot of damage onto HFW. He does fall. Zambiru's on the side, but he does not have enough damage before falling himself. And Brimba forces to flash out, but the explosion just enough to finish him off. And that's gonna be a Baron coming up next. There's the Zonyas. Oh, not even. What is that damage? Dober? Hello? Is that really Tristana damage? What? That's crazy. Alright, this is definitely the winning push. I mean, if one explosion can do that. Oh, Mr. Small is barely dodging that one. Alright, Comfy Club looking strong here on game 1. Whimsy&Joy, don't count them out yet. A bit of a rough time here on game 1 with their new mid laner. Alright, let's get straight on into the draft here, guys. As we can see, game 2 draft is already underway. We remained on the same sides. So we have Confident Club here on blue and Whimsy&Joy on red. So nothing swapped over there. We should be seeing very similar bans as well. Alright. I'm interested in the Gwen ban. Is it really that strong? Let's see, we have Xin Zhao ban next. Alright, so we're really going deep into the jungle pool here. Karma ban from Comfy Club here. Still thinking about that Karma lane dominance. And there's the Akshan for similar reasons from Whimsy&Joy. Confident Club here with the first pick. What will it be? Let's see. Syndra first pick here. Very nice pickup from Confident Club. And Nano has been spamming this champion. And I don't know where they got it from, but... perhaps it is something that... that Confident Club just happens to want that Syndra first pick. And it just happens to coincide, but... Yep. Good eye, Danico. Let's see here. We have the Caitlyn pickup from Whimsy&Joy. Caitlyn, we haven't seen Mr. Small play it in a while, but it's definitely one of his champs that he likes to play. And the Zac, of course. I mean, we've seen Whimsy&Joy play Zac almost every other game in the past events, like PlayCon. So it's definitely a champ they are comfortable on. Not that great into the Syndra, but... there are different ways to play it for sure. Syndra of course has the pushback ability, right, to deny the Zac jump. So let's see here what the next pickups will be. Something against Caitlyn. Potentially mages come to mind. Maybe a Sivir in the bot lane. We see Rumble getting picked up here. Rumble in the top lane. A lot of magic damage coming out of Confident Club. And there's the Vi as well. Oi. Vi, Syndra, Rumble. Very strong combination of champions here from Confident Club. Now I like the Silas pickup here. He does have a lot of options. With the Vi ult, with the Rumble ult, Syndra ult as well. Would be nice once again to have some kind of... this time I would want an Enchanter from Whimsy&Joy to go along with the Caitlyn, with the Silas, or with the Zac. What would you get here? I mean, if you could play it from Whimsy&Joy, Taric is really good here, for sure. You kind of get the best of both worlds. You get the help with the engage, you get help with the sustain and healing. You know, Vi is definitely going to be in deep, so you have something to leech your life off. But most likely we're not going to get a Taric support, are we? Yeah, so What else? What else? I mean, Thresh could be used as well. Bard is usable too if they want to go with the Caitlyn. I like Lux as well. I think Lux is a good pickup. Lux support could deny the Syndra and the Vi as well. But I digress. I like the Sivir ban here. It does do well into the Caitlyn. And Confident Club have not picked up the AD carry yet. Let's see. Last ban. What are they thinking about? It's gonna be a Nico ban. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Brimba does play a good Nico. We have seen that before. But now with all these bans, I wonder what he's gonna pick. I mean, if he could play it, Zillion support could be really cool here as well. Caitlyn kind of lane dominant on her own, right? And the Zillion gets time to scale. I like the Ornn from top lane. I don't remember seeing Zambiro ever play Ornn, but... And it's into Rumble, so I assume Rumble has an easy time against it, against the Ornn. Let's see. Next champion, Misfortune from Confident Club. Damn, I do not even want to look at these fights. They're gonna be so explosive heavy and everyone just sort of shooting things left, right and center. And there's Rel, an excellent pickup here. So you get Rel Vi to kind of set up their team, and then you have Rumble Misfortune dropping the damage. And Syndra's just kind of there. Morgana for the Rel. Renata, come on. You want Renata here, not Morgana. Renata, an excellent Rel sort of counter. Emilio is also really good too here. We go for Morgana. Oi. Okay, well, at least we can drop the Vi ult, right? So there's something there. We'll talk a bit about the matchups here. Let's see. No room tour. Oi. She's smite episodes. Voilà. Dun. Alright, so they're getting into it. And let's talk a bit about these drafts here. So we'll start in the top lane here, Rumble against Ornn. I mean, I imagine it should be Rumble favored. Maybe Ornn favored in the first parts of the laning phase. But Rumble has a lot of tools to negate magic resist, to deal percent health damage. He's really good into the tanks. Also, not getting that pressured means Rumble could get all that free farm and does some big time damage ults. The good news is Whimsy&Joy have the range advantage as well here with Caitlyn sort of being far away here. Rumble of course can land the ult, but Caitlyn can also net away. So there's a lot of things going in for them there. Moving on to the jungle matchup, Vi against Zac. Relatively Zac favored past first clear. The only issue is that Vi has amazing ganks and could also be used to stop the Zac engage. Although Vi goes in a bit too much, the Zac counter ganks are really strong against it and are very good in the team fights and disruption. So this one goes for Whimsy&Joy in my opinion, but it's definitely down to how the Vi plays. Vi has a lot of pressure early game, has a lot of pressure with that ultimate ability as well. Moving on to the mid lane, Syndra against Sylas. Should be Sylas favored. Overall, Syndra kind of weaker in the early game, while Sylas gets activated from that level 3 onwards. He does scale really good as well as time goes on. The only issue is, of course, if his engage pattern is a bit telegraphed and Vi can do a lot if Syndra lands the stun. So he needs to be careful of that as well. Nano attack needs to find his footing in this Whimsy&Joy lineup. Alright. Now we didn't talk about the bot lane matchup. So we'll get to it soon, but let me just quickly sort these stuff out so you can have a nice viewing experience. Alright. Boom. Shakalaka.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Alright.
Minions have spawned.
Alright guys, we'll be joined by slightly tense Eric. We'll be co-casting here in game 2. Hello Eric.
Hello, hello. Nice to be here after an exhilarating game 1.
Alright. Let's see. We were talking a bit about the matchups here. What do you think about this bot lane?
Bot lane, it's Kate Morgana. Usual heavy lane dominance. Need to be careful for bot ganks from the Vi, but overall it should be safe due to Morgana's spell shield. I think it'll be very. If they play well, Whimsy&Joy should have a very big advantage in the bot lane. So it'll be nice to see. Meanwhile, I think jungle matchup will be Zac favored, mostly due to the ability to cancel a lot of stuff. And the lack of mobility on most of Company Club's players. So we'll see about that. What do you think about the mid matchup? Because I heard a little bit of what you said with the Syndra early game, but I'd like to know a little bit more.
I mean, in the meanwhile here we saw a really big play here. It's really been bot lane heavy even from game 1. It does not work out for Whimsy&Joy as the jungle gank comes through with Paruka here landing the level 3 gank on the Vine. It's important to note there. Even if it was a favored matchup, things are not starting off on the right foot.
Yeah, it's a big shift that instantly changes the dimensions of the matchup. Kate Morgana can't really fall behind, otherwise they are quite weak.
See Nano chasing in onto Unknown Memory. The flash used and he does land the E2. And there's a kill now for Whimsy&Joy. Nano waking up here for game 2.
Get the see. Nano had struggled quite a lot in game 1. They played well as a team to keep it in balance, but nice to see him stepping up.
Oh no, the teleport from Unknown Memory here, not in the best position. That's the 3rd kill of the match. And this mid lane's on fire now with the help from IHFW. 2 kills for Nano. What do you think now? It's a bit of a shame he got the ring now. But
yeah, now it's looking tough. The Silas is going to be insane. This is going to be a very scary Silas. Getting the feat of Warfare as well after getting the early 2 kills in bot lane. not what you would expect. I think Whimsy are saying, "Hey, listen, game one doesn't matter. We're here for the best of five, not the best of ones."
Get a pause here, top lane. Oh, what's that? Alright, yeah, they have something in the top side here. They're gonna be fixing it soon. So I think this is a good time if you want to talk about matchups here. I don't know where you left it, but I do agree that Zach should be winning just from sort of scaling and counter ganks and even farming. Mid lane, I mean, we've seen the effects of Sylas into a sort of short range mage there like Syndra. If we can talk a bit more about bot lane, maybe now with the current sort of leads that Comfy Club have, what do you think? How will it work out?
I think Confident Club need to play around this bot lane a lot now. They need to sacrifice a little bit of mid. Top lane is Rumble, he'll be fine, doesn't matter. But they need this bot lane to stomp because this should be their out. MF is a very strong champion. Everyone who's played the game this month and a half has known that the champion is simply absurd right now. Heavy scalings, so play towards it. Try and punish this Caitlyn Morgana as much as possible. Doesn't seem like they have that many wards on the map from what I can see, so they're still quite vulnerable. Try and get that early 6 on Vi if possible, so you can just hammer this bot lane. You need to hammer it. This is the only way they can really break open the map.
Heather time. It's a shame there's no Jace here, huh? To help out Ashkiko with have that.
Hey, listen, if they play Jay Jungle, I'm just saying. He would be absolutely useless, but maybe...
Some people think it's very strong though, but no, not me.
It
not
is,
me.
it is.
Oh, you think so as well? Oy, oy, oy.
I think in this comp it would be kind of useless because, I mean, who's going in? But it's really good. It's very illegal. It's interesting though. I think these comps are really nice for both sides. I think Whimsy&Joy, from what I saw, from what I've seen previously and playing against them, having a tank top for them is just really good. Just stabilizes so much. And Zamir is just really good on tanks. So, that lines up perfectly for them.
Yeah, Confident Club's comp is very easy to execute as well. That could be something that could get them in. Because despite how early game's going, if this Misfortune gets ahead, if Rumble gets ahead, just because they have a Vi, they have a Rel, they could get some nice setup onto maybe Caitlyn and the Sylas and drop the ults and win the fight through that way.
Yep, the classic press R and win. Just press your R's and let's see what happens. I think Sylas is a big counter to that. It could be a big counter to that, but he doesn't have the best ult. He has the Rumble ult mostly. That's the greatest for him. But other than that, it just depends on how well the Sylas can translate his lead. So we'll see. I think we're getting back into it soon as well. See, game has resumed, so let's see how top lane plays here. Right.
Alright. Let's see here. Dragon up next. Should be an objective both sides want to play for. But Whimsy&Joy would be foolish to play anything without nano attack at the moment. They really need to play around this Sylas and get him even more ahead. Similarly, of course, Confident Club want to play around Dober on this Misfortune. So let's see who does it first.
I think this fight will be a very big display of what will happen. I think the Zac is gonna be back with probably haunting guys. So we'll see how that happens. So Bami's and he's going for Sunfire first. So he won't have that much damage, but he will be insanely tanky, which I guess is what he needs when his size is already to a no. It's going to be, I think, Whimsy might be favored for this still, just due to levels from Zac and the item disparity. As I think if they can get the Silas, yeah, like you said, if they can get the Silas properly in, they'll be, gank into the bot lane here. Dober, spot out. Dober's dead. Kill for Caitlyn on Mr. Small.
Nice.
And that should be a free Drake.
Seems like Whimsy&Joy get this revenge play on the bot side, and this is looking a lot more like a balanced game here than what we had in game 1. Meanwhile, as predicted, they're not too shabby, having a pretty easy time against the tank in the top lane with the Rumble.
And Drake will end up falling to Whimsy&Joy.
Yeah, what's also nice about this is that they have an Ornn, and this early Earth Dragon here will translate into a lot more later on.
The Silas, the stunned almost hits the center there. Could have led to a one shot there with the Morgana sitting right there. Ornn training onto the Rumble. Gets a grass proc, he'll be happy with that. All being invested here by Dober. Flash and Barrier both used from Mr. Small. And he falls, Mr. Small falls, the dive coming in from Dober. Really, really nice to see that he saw the angle and actually used it. Really nice. The grubs here will be taken by Whimsy as well. They will trade their bot lane for grubs. Big stun onto Nano. Morgana comes in. And the Vi will fall. Vi falls first. Nano does live. Survives the all in. Rel, Batman, falls. And Nano gets the kill. He has the Darkseid as well, so he's going to be stacking up. Mr. Small can't really get something onto Dober here. Dober does have a pretty big CS lead here, bordering onto 20 CS and a full level from the looks of it. So we'll see how that ends up playing out. But yeah, Confident Club need to play around this this MF. They can't keep playing without it. Without her, they are pretty weak. And Nano's just going to get stronger. And then we see Jungle is just going to keep clearing normally. Has an angle, probably could look for it. No ults. A lot of ults used in the last play. Zac is looking. I think it's still good. A little bit of a reset from everyone now. And I think we're back into a small lull state before the next objective.
Yeah, it's really looking like a way out is to pile on everything onto Nano attack, but one wrong mistake, one misstep, Vi gets the ult off, Syndra gets the ult off, Misfortune gets an ult off, and that's a goodbye, Mr. Silas. But other than that, you know, so far so good. Whimsy&Joy kind of scaling. They only have a bit of trouble here in the bot lane, and you know, it really is trouble. If this Misfortune keeps getting ahead and away with all this damage, it could be a deciding factor in a fight later on. But in the meanwhile, let's enjoy Nano attack smacking unknown memory here. IHFW with the assist there. Happy to take it.
A little bit of a smack never hurt anyone.
Mom always said I was weak for my age. Oh, yeah, wait.
It's going to be interesting to see how Not Too Shabby can translate his lead. Oh, Mr. Small just gets annihilated by the MF. Now, they could Whimsy look for something here. TP coming in from the Cinder as well. Dober does just fall. Brimpa falls as well. Cyrus is still full HP. He misses. Out from Unknown Memory kills Nano. And the Zac has to just crawl away. And he might fall as well here. And he will. Passive gets proc. And that will be 4 kills for Confident Club. In return for 3 on the turn for 2, sorry, for Whimsy. So a massive trade and a big shutdown going over to the Syndra. Drops the Darkseid stack as well. So very big play. And out coming out from Zambiru. Return out from Shabby. And the play just dies there. Trades for ults. Usually favors Diorn here, but Rumble ult cooldown is really low, so let's see. Let's see with that one. Around the map, Silas lurking in bot lane. And you have Caitlyn wandering down as well. They might be looking onto a small play onto the MF here. And I think for now, not much will happen. So, oh, never mind. Nano jumps in. It's over.
Oh, what a cube from both sides there. Nice play here. Nano attack and HFW on the side there. Get 2 quick picks here before the dragon. And they want more here as Paruka gets dropped below half health. And there's the stun assist there from Unknown Memory to stop the play. We see HFW jumps forward, flashes and ults. And now Paruka's on the defensive. Down he goes before the dragon. And this is a strong play for Whimsy&Joy. Getting equal pressures in the mid bot lane and all aligned for this Infernal Dragon.
Whimsy&Joy playing wonderfully here. Genuinely playing like a perfect unit. It seems like after the first game they realized how to make Nano fit into their plans a lot more. And it's looking really nice now. This is looking really good. This Zac pick, we've seen before from Whimsy&Joy, and it is just wonderful to watch, honestly. He makes this champion look so fun and so strong. Such a good player on it as well. Knows every angle. Maximum rage Q there as well onto the Dober. It's looking like a Zac. It's looking like a Zac paradise. In the meantime, I think most players will be looking for quick bases on Whimsy. So now should be a time where Conflict Club get to make some moves, get to play around the map. Farufka does get spot, is known to be here. They see him now in the Dying Ward. Wave gets ulted by Dober. Tower does go down in bot lane, so first tower is claimed. Objectives and feeds already gone towards Whimsy. Very good plays from Whimsy. All could be a kill on to Shabby here. They see Zac on the ward. 3 people top lane. Not much going to be happening there. Zac is staying around. They see him on the with the sweeper. Jump on him.
Oh, the damage to trade actually a 1-for-1. That's a bit of a surprise to me, but I don't know where the damage came from. Here comes Zabiro, flashes forward.
Ooh.
Does not land the connected uppercut there, man.
Rough one there, rough. But he's played his lane perfectly. He gets to make a mishap whenever. He played into a rumble, didn't die once, got 3 assists. He's chilling. He gets sprinted down for 3 more games and he gets nowhere. He gets a pass. And I feel like this is going to be a very standard Whimsy game where they just try and suffocate Confident Club here. You agree?
Not as easily. I think it's still a bit too much on the Silas. He does have the Zonya's component that he can sort of get away with it, but as you can see here, Confident Club's sort of
Yeah.
capture and control is very strong. If they can remove Nano from the fight early, it's really just gonna be Mr. Small versus the world, as Whimsy&Joy have no other source of damage. Dober has to flash that in respects. We see Nano getting aggressive here in the bot side.
Silas using his advantage. The ult, well played with the Zonias. Knows his limits there. Herald does fall for a Confident Club, but they'll take a tower for that. And I think there's normal, but as you said, yeah, it does fall quite a bit onto the Silas, onto Nano. Just like Confident need Dober to really swing fights. The setup that they have is really good for the Rumble as well, so him getting any form of lead will be really good.
Damn,
even
Nano,
though
I'm still a bit speechless about that play on the bot side. Where was this when you played with Horizon? Huh? No, I'm just... Well, good stuff. But yeah, so for example, like here, Confident Club have the Rumble, have Syndra, have Misfortune. To a lesser extent, maybe even Divide. They all deal decent chunks of damage on their own. If Nano and Mr. Small misplay in these fights, it's gonna be a bit rough. But other than that, I think Whimsy&Joy have the tools. But it's just 400 gold away, you know. It's not like the big difference. It's really this Vi pick that, like for example here, he doesn't have any of his damage sources next to him. I think he's not understanding a bit more of what his pick has to offer. He's really not the assassin. He's not the damage dealer. He just needs to go in, yeah. And they need not too shabby to play with them for sure. They need these Rumble ults, otherwise their team comp just does not make any sense.
They need the full setup of the Rel and Misfortune Rumble. So Rel has to play this really well alone. Then Rumble has to see the angles, and MF needs to just press others. But MF has the easy job.
This is what I'm saying though. Nano getting focused down. There's a big Misfortune bullet time there on the side. They're forcing two members to flash. You see Nano popping that Zonya's form.
Here, though.
He is tanking 3 people. The dragon gets secured on the side by Confident Club. And they're also gonna pick up 2 quick kills there in Nano and HFW. A nice return play here from Confident Club.
And Brimble Falls as well.
Let's add insult to injury there.
Yeah, Confident Club really showing up. Showing that this bot lane pick, this bot lane early dominance will be translated. Showing that why their comp is just a bit better than Whimsy's. Once they all play as 5 on the screen, there's not much that Whimsy can do. There's especially if they're 4, like where they were in that fight. Zambiru wasn't there. He traded for the top tower. Badman falls. Porufka falls as well. Greedy from Confident Club trying to get the middle tier 2. TP going down from Nano onto unknown memory.
Oh, he's so
Confident
so
Club
good.
might have just greeted too much here. And they did. Confident Club greeted so much. And that small goal, the goalie they just accrued, disappears, and so will this Atakan.
Oh, that's a nice little return play here by Whimsy&Joy. Atakan, such a strong objective. Confident Club. Why would you throw it all away when Atakan is here and you just had a winning fight? It's really gonna be a tough call here until the Baron spawns as to who is in the advantage at the moment.
The greed, the hit him hard. They tried to get the bot tier 2, mid tier 2, end up losing 3 people. And now they are behind, not through gold, but through Adaptive Force and XP. And it's an XP on Ornn. This means that you get the ornaments even faster. Brimble takes the Hex Tech Portal and just dies. Instantly gets caught out. Don't think what here. They take the rep buff, but there's not much left on them. They get the mid tier 2. Nice little bit chunk gold onto the map. Whimsy&Joy still have to respect the power of Confident Club's bomb. But they can now start playing around the Skatelan as well. They have an additional source of damage. Especially once she gets her next item, she will be a monster carry.
Oh!
Looks like
That's
you thought he had X
that's a
Flash.
flash. Not too shabby here. Gets a lot of damage across the board, but he gets taken out before taking down HFW. He needs more magic resist on the Zac. He's really getting pelleted. But
He went to Lucy's as well, so it's less of a he's less tanky, but he can get those items out. Went for the Sunfire because of the MF and the Vi.
yeah, he's
Now
gonna
most likely we'll see some more MF. But
he's getting blood letters for sure.
yeah.
to accelerate Nano's damage. I think it's a good call as well. Would be nice to see a Bizzle Mask maybe on Brimba as
Yeah, I
well.
was
Could have
about
been
to
a
say,
nice call, but these are the options they could go for. Oh, Dober!
Over.
Flash is
Force the
that?
flash.
And that's gonna be a bit of a danger. Oh, sorry. Well, an MF in danger. Let's say like without that flash,
Yeah.
a very easy target for the Zac or for the Ornalts as well.
She won't have flash for the next Drake or Bearman spawns. Highly doubt they try and Baron instantly though, so won't be much of an issue for that. Out comes out.
There's the setup.
MF out as well.
Brimba
Brimba
falls.
totally out.
Mr. Small is still awake, and Nano is on the side. There's a 1-for-2 here. Shabby falls as well soon after. There's a lot of damage coming out of HFW. Dober does not have flash. Nano pellets in. He gets the first kill. There's the second. And the cleanup crew has arrived. But that should be all, as the range is not there. So overall here we have a 3-for-4 play in favor of Whimsy&Joy. And I feel like if they played their positions better, this and their setup better as well, this could have been a significant win for Whimsy&Joy. Major mistake, they went in on Brimba mostly, right? So if they don't get Mr. Small or Nano, it's not really gonna be the best fight for Comfy Club.
They launched the Rumble out without any setup, so they tried to use that as a roadblock. Mr. Small did did move to the left almost instantly. Good reaction time from him. Drake being started up by Whimsy here. But in that fight, it was mostly just there wasn't really any setup on or any damage onto it. Smite comes down from the Zac. The Vi gets immediately deleted. The skate is gonna start hitting like a truck now. Finn is going for the Zeal item, most likely a rapid fire. So will be even more range on the 750 range champion. Yeah, this is going to be the skating is starting to come online. And once skating gets online, we all know what happens. You started playing CS:GO.
One thing's for sure, this game is gonna show us we're in for the long run. This won't be an easy best of 5 series. We might even get to a point where 60 champions won't be available. And you'll start seeing the Heimerdingerade carry come out.
Yeah. We're about to see Nyla, we're about to see Heimer, Twin Top. We might see Lulu depends on what they play.
Let's see, both
I
teams
think
kind of fighting
one
for
thing
this
is
mid
that-
lane prio.
yeah.
The Baron is up next. No one wants to drop tempo for it.
Alt used onto
It's a
that man.
lot of damage.
Yes, Syndra goes for the Banshees here as well. Pretty early. Can be knocked down, can be knocked off really easily though from Morgana W's or a Silas queue. So it would be interesting to see how that plays out. Obviously, really good into Zaki. Zach just jumps in. I think he's actually does just to walk off. Listen, is just waiting in this bush. What's up now? So
I want to give some lore here, something that just passed my mind. The last LCM, Zambiru and Nano Attack were on a team called Waffle Warriors, and I believe they lost in either the semis or the quarterfinals to Confident Club. So it's also nice to see that a year later they will get an opportunity here potentially to get their revenge in. It was also a best of 3 series, it was very close, and I believe it was lost 2-1.
No, so this is a pure revenge match. They're out for blood.
It's perhaps destiny that Pity couldn't play today, and Nano was the one to come back.
Pity was smited with fever.
Oh no, Nano, what are you doing? Zhonya's.
That's Sonya's.
Oh no, this is a disaster. Before the Baron too.
Huge pick on the Nano. They could rush to the Baron. They have damage. Nano, head in hands probably right now.
Funnily enough, it's in a similar situation how they lost their game to in the last year. Alright, let's see. So now, there's the bullet time, it's used and no damage at all. Not to Shabby falls, the Baron will soon fall, but at what cost? Batman falls as well. So far, it's a 1-for-2 play. And IHFW want more. The Banshee spot from Unknown Memory. A nice little disengage there from the jump. And we see Whimsy&Joy taking their time there. A nice Q landed. Mr. Small though gets engaged on the shutdown down. Brimba falls as well. Nano dashes in. The E2 is missed. But there's the assault and battery from Vi. They clean up the Baron, and only Paruka lives with 1 Baron buff. They should be able to take down the top tier 2. I mean, it's an okay play, Eric, but it should have been Whimsy&Joy's Baron to begin with. But this is the sort of salvation play. And Confident Club hanging on there.
It's better to make a play than do nothing, but Whimsy&Joy will be kicking themselves, especially Nano without one. But he's playing well. He needs to keep his head up. He needs to keep confidence up. He is the star of this game. He has to be the one in front, making mistakes. The plays.
Oh, I mean plays. Yes. I'm really surprised as to how no source of healing reduction is on the side of Confident Club against this Zac.
Yeah.
He's the second sort of, or the third biggest threat on the side of Whimsy&Joy for sure. And I'm scared. Sorry?
I'll put him at second right now. Right now I'll put him at second. Still above the Caitlyn.
Above Caitlyn maybe, yeah. And I'm scared to think what would happen if Dober gets a good out off on the right targets. Here comes the engage though. As Battle 420, I'm not too shabby fall low. The Rumble ult is still available. Brimba finds one on the side there. And now Whimsy&Joy one more. This is looking like a one fight. Dober is kiting for his life. But down he goes. Nano attack. Drops the misfortune.
Nice.
But both jungler is falling here.
Nano does fall. Zambiru can't get Shabby. Ooh.
What's happening on the side there?
Zambiru. He's just walking at them. They both live on 1 HP. Oh, the humanity. Can't get it. Unknown Memory gets the tier 2, gets an extra 700 gold. This is small, jumps onto the soul. This is soul for tier 2.
I mean, overall, definitely a win.
Yeah,
yeah, for sure. But once again, they're having these really messy fights. It looked so advantageous for them, but somehow Syndra just kills 2 on the back line. It just, well, what am I talking about? Of course, they're not sort of used to their communications yet with Nano. But yeah, definitely something they should consider going into game 3 as well.
think the gold lead right now does favor Confident Club. Again, they're down quite a lot of objectives, quite a lot of kills, but they're still up. Mostly due to CS and towers.
We're getting to a point though where
Side-wise.
gold doesn't really make that big a difference.
Yeah.
If everyone's level 18 or levels, they have the
Yeah,
Atacon,
the
they have the
only-
soul as well.
The only thing with gold is DMF, really. DMF is full items. 6 items full. Still has boots, but a pot is popped as well on her. So Dober is huge. He has a massive amount of damage. The RFC is a little weird, but it's probably something that he likes playing, so we'll see how that works out. But he's the focal point. The Syndra, as well as you said, will one-shot people, but Syndra, like, champion will pop. Meanwhile, speaking of popping, there goes Batman.
I mean, I'm not too sure again like what he's doing in this situation. He's really far away from any of his teammates and nothing really would happen if his teammates were there. Lot of damage onto Dober. And he falls, but so does Nano. Does not use the Zonias in time. A very messy fight for Whimsy&Joy. In the end though, they have 2 kills. There's the turret as well. This could be the winning push from Whimsy&Joy. HFW is still alive. And not too shabby is silenced. Look at the
Zack
damage
is
here.
back to half HP for picking up 2 blobs.
This could be the winning push. It's just not too shabby and Batman here that can
And
try
there's
to
no
defend
rumble.
it. I'm not too sure why Confident Club are not... Oh, sorry, Whimsy&Joy are not pushing into these turrets, but they opt to back off here.
They're scared of the rumble.
Purely respect here. Oh, Mr. Small says no to respect.
8 damage.
He baits not too shabby. And now they for sure have to disengage.
The Kaiten damage is showing. It's starting to hit so hard. Almost one-shots the rel there. And they can walk away. Elder Dragon is up soon. But otherwise, the map is pretty empty now. It's going to be mostly just these 2 major objectives. And we'll see who can get each, who can get one. I think the next fight should be an ender if Whimsy win the next fight. This should be it. And I think they didn't go for the end because I don't think they could, or they didn't think they could, and they didn't want to have the towers respawn. They didn't want to risk having the towers respawn. So we'll see how this goes. I think the state of the game right now, really, it's even, but it's even in a way that depends on how fast this MF dies or how fast the enemy Whimsy dies. Because if MF gets one good ult, the entire team dies. And
Oh,
speaking of-
if they get
Good.
caught out here,
Very
this could
destructive.
be all for none.
No
Rel
vision.
could have a big ult here, but the Baron's falling down. It's taken. It's taken.
Oh.
Baron's gone. Ciao, ciao.
There was no vision. There was no vision. No blue words. No nothing. Syndra was bot lane. They saw her and instantly started it. They had the skull, but they just went around it. And now it's going to be a siege. They need to use the rumble to clear waves.
There's a big
here's the
misfortune
MF. The
ult.
MF gets caught.
HFW a bit too deep here. Does he have the Zac passive? He does have it. The flash from Nano.
Nano.
There's the Zonias.
Whimsy went too far. Two people fall, and now Confident Club. Mr. Small just dies from fire. Zack dies eventually. Actually, not even really. Zambiru trying to get to the MF, can't even get her. It's a 5-0. Whimsy have thrown this. This could be the end. We could end the game here. And Whimsy must be kicking themselves there now. The wave. Will Nano be up? Grimba's up, but I don't think he can do much. These towers just evaporate. Nano has to be the savior here once he's up. They'll have the rumble ult available. They'll have the MF ult if he wants. MF just disappears. Grimba, amazing ult. Nano, get the Syndra.
Oh, the
He's
cleanup
clearing
crew. It
bombs!
was enough. Brimba Nano was a. I swear. My cheeks were like a cigar cutter there, but they managed
They
to
were
actually
clenched. And I think all the
clean
props
it
have to
up.
go to Brimba mostly. Amazing flash out onto 4 people, instantly killing the MF. Dober doesn't even get to play this fight.
But
This is
is this the end?
okay. Now this should be the finishing point for the third time.
And there's 20 seconds to
Third
go
time's a
here.
shot, right? Yeah, that's it. That's game. These towers just melt.
I like the Whimsy&Joy baited out the play initially by inting the dive, and they knew they could return with the cleanup with the teleport because Whimsy&Joy, because Confident Club won't be alive in time, and that's how you do
And
it.
it's the hope. It's the hope that kills you. It's the hope that kills Conflict Club. They had hope in finishing the game.
Alright, back for more. Coming into game 3. We're still in the Fearless Draft, so all the champions played in the last 2 games will not be available for this game 3. Starting off with the bans. This time, Eric, I've spoken to through the 2 drafts. I'll let you take care of it. What do you think from the bans we've seen? ملعب مش متدرى. We can't hear you. Alright, how about now?
Hello.
Yes, for sure they can hear you.
Uh,
So, Ivern, you were saying is an insane champion, and he
Ivern
can
very
really
strong.
do good with like late game comps. I agree as well. Confident Club played it in game 3 against Horizon or game 2. So a nice ban here. We see Oriana picked up. What do you
Arena
expect
P1
here?
Classic. It could be a control mage matchup. They could try and go for jungle. They could go for a prio pick, or they try to match. I think depends on the player. Ari is very good. They match with the Ari, trying at the hard shove and roaming power of the champion, and obviously the pick power. Very strong champion, assassin-esque champion, not full assassin obviously, but the assassin-esque champion power of just getting a pick. So they might look for a pick comp, or they might look for uh, a non-point and click jungler. Zaya blind is strange, not exactly a blindable champion usually. Does kind of counter the. They could be thinking that they're trying to go for Oriana Nocturne, so it could be an early counter into that. Or Oriana and Malphite is still up as well, so they could maybe try that. Sivir to counter the Zaya. Sivir pushes in quite nicely. Usually gets Cryo. But against Ari does kind of struggle, as Ari does get rid of her spell shield really fast, so we'll see how that works out later on in the game. But in lane, I think Sivir and Zaya is pretty even-ish. Sivir does get the scale a little bit with the Lulu, especially. Should be a favorite matchup. Rakan is Rakan out? No, he's not, right? Rakan's up. I haven't picked him, so could go for the Zaya Rakan angle here. What are your thoughts so far? I think following this pick, I think
There's
the
one
ideal
champion I
comps
have
would
in
be-
mind, but I don't want to say it, just in case. But Whimsy and Joy are with especially with the Oriana. There's a champion that makes a lot of sense here, and Lulu is a great pickup for that champion as well. So yeah, I mean it might get banned, so who knows? I mean if Comfy Club did their homework, they could think about this champion for sure. But let's see. They thought about it. Fuck.
Yeah, Shaco.
It was the Shaco. Okay. So now the Whimsy and Joy are thinking. I don't know if you want to ban Nocturne, but
Yeah,
Nocturne
it's a
Eco
weird
is
ban.
Nocturne Eco is a very
Very strong.
strong,
Yeah,
and
he's one of the white.
Confident Club have the next pick here. So
Hmm. Bans wise, I mean, you had to ban a jungler. The jungle pool could be hit very hard here. So
Xin Zhao comes to mind. Yeah, there he
Zinzao,
is.
yeah,
And
and
Gwen.
Gwen, and it's a dual ban technically.
So Diana, I guess.
Yeah, I think Diana Oriana is not bad, but Merc Merc threats value does go up, but you do have champions that can't really buy Merc threats. So yeah, the three core. Unless they go for damage, they hear Viego, yeah. Viego, very strong reset champion. They have wasted. They're looking for a pick comp here.
I mean, this is not great. I think Vego is definitely his highest, like most
Well,
played
no, yeah,
champion. But
good luck getting a pick comp to him.
against this kind of comp, I mean, Oriana very defensive in nature, Lulu,
Yeah.
Mundo as well. Like, there's little Viego can do here. Even if the Nico gets a nice ult, it's still a support Nico at the end of the day. And Config Club's comp just kind of wants to disengage, so I don't know where Viego fits in. I wonder what top lane they pick up with this champion here. And let's see what the last
I
pick is
wonder
gonna
if,
be.
yeah, it's Mundo top. They're blinding Mundo top. The Gwen ban does signify it. Mundo can't really play into Gwen. Amumu, I mean, you can use him as disengage. You can use him as anti-engage. You might as well not level your Q in this game, though. So
It's
see
it's
how.
it's okay. I mean, it's good into the
Yeah,
Viego at least in isolation, and
yeah.
if he lands an ult or if Oriana lands an ult, they could sort of do it together or something. But
Cassante. I mean, I very much prefer Whimsy and Joy's comp here. I think Confident Club is up against it. I think if they don't get the early reset, it's going to be really tough. And they have some tools for it, but Whimsy and Joy just can just sit back, do nothing, and win. I think it's
yeah,
very hard
confident
for
club
Confident.
like literally needs to stomp this game. Otherwise,
Yeah,
they don't have it for sure.
they have they have team fight power. They have disengage. They have everything. They have wave clear. The only thing that they have engage as well. So if they want to fight, they fight. I forgot Whimsy and Joy kind of drafted a very and almost Exodia comp.
Imagine if they had
This is
Shaco. Oh no.
it's a real movie. Does the ball show on Shaco if he's in this or not?
No.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Exactly.
Just queue into five people, and fake a shockwave finds them all.
You'd be walking and suddenly you're half health. You have no idea why.
Yeah.
And then he crits you because he goes 80 Shaco with Hail of Blades, right? And he like does two autos and you're down. You're out. That's brilliant.
Jesus.
No, it's not great. But
Look at that.
respectable
This
man.
Nico pick, by the way, is yeah. But this Nico pick, I don't. I think Rakan would have been so good
Is
just because
Rakan
he
has
has the
been used
platform
already.
disengage.
You can't play Rakan.
It has.
Yeah. Game
They
one.
use game
No.
one. Oh yeah, game one. Yeah.
The Nico Zaya, it's great for disengaging and it's great for dictating when you can fight and not. I personally don't like it with the Arviego Casante.
Yeah.
I think like the
I,
comp is a bit all over the place. And
Yeah,
Whimsy
if
and Joy
Champa is good.
is more straightforward, right? Give Mundo a bunch of move speed, he runs into 5, you get an Oriana Alta Mumus thrown somewhere along the way,
Yeah.
and Sivir just presses W and the fight's over. But still waiting for the
Matchup
Loviz's
wise,
side.
it's pretty even almost ever. Top lane is where there's a little bit of discrepancy because Cassandre does. You can't Mundo can't really kill Cassandre. But I think their biggest flaw is in this bot lane. I think blinding Zaya is just I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Like you said, it doesn't work with the R and the Virgo. So I think even Ash, if you're picking Ari, Ash is great. Great blind pick. But we'll see how they choose to play it. I think it's going to be an interesting game. It's going to be a very punishing game for one side. Game 4 is going to be even more interesting now with these champions out.
Yeah, and regardless whoever wins this will for sure go into game 4, which would mean 50 champions will get banned out and unable to play. And that's really when you get the bottom of the barrel, like Garen jungle and sort of the Rice support, Twisted Fate top lane and stuff like that, you know.
Yeah. Surely we see Jay's jungle there.
Fiddle middle. No, okay. Jay's jungle.
Middle, middle.
Are we allowed to say that on stream, yo?
The amount of stuff we've seen
Fiddle.
on Twitch in the last couple of years.
Fiddle.
I think Diddle's fine.
Oh, fiddle diddle, no. Don't diddle us. Alright. So, happy Saturday, everybody. I hope you're enjoying it. We're on game 3, Hopes and Dreams versus Whimsy and Joy. No. Confident Club. They're returning, sort of. I think they got 3rd place last year. Polish team here. The only ones allowed to participate. Let's see how they do against Whimsy and Joy on game 3.
And we're into the fray. Sea level 1s. Could there be a little bit of shenanigans? All heading topside from Confident Club here. Oh, sorry, from Whimsy and Joy. Oh, they're gonna find the Cassandre here.
It's nice to see that they sort of shifted priorities. We see Confident Club starting with the 5-point, and Whimsy and Joy going for the invade. And there it is.
He doesn't have flash. He just lost it. Lulu gets it. Actually, be personal, I think it's good that Lulu gets the first blood. Early support items is really good. Unless it's on my team, then not today. But yeah, early first blood going over to Whimsy and Joy, and instantly it's going to be a bit of a climb. Oh, they're looking for a late invade here, maybe.
Yeah, the Sam almost started off with Q. It could still be risky here. I mean, Zambiru's around town. Seems like Whimsy and Joy have... They sniffed it. They sniffed it. Oh, look at that Viego.
Ooh, just settled on this.
Interesting.
I'm not level 2 here.
Oh, he gets the smite off.
Amumu gets the smite.
This should be a
Amumu
one
might win
fight
this
for
as a
Amumu.
conqueror.
Does he have the Q is the question.
Oh,
Oh, a
nice flash!
flash!
Walker up.
There's the blood.
Oh! Amazing.
IHFW in the
That
solo
might
play.
be the most accelerating Amumu play of 2026. Might be the only Amumu play of 2026. That was so well played by the Amumu. So well played. Todd played that nearly perfectly, flashing into the bush, keeping up his conquer. Loses wolves, but he'll take a kill for it any day. Amazing stuff for Whimsy&Joy here. 2 early kills. Early flashes, bot lane pushing into the Zion, then Eco. And top lane looking. It's a freeze. Yeah, it's a quick freeze onto for the Mundo here. Just start slow pushing. And I mean, exhilarating start. Not much you usually see. Double sums used for Lulu. Flash used by Dober. What do you think of this early game, Jansen? We're seeing a lot of action.
I think Confident Club are like how you say, like a highly reactive substance, you know. They are really front loaded as a team, and now the deeper we go into this best of 5, we might be getting even more chaotic adventures like what we're seeing. It didn't work out, but don't count them out yet. We might have a lot more aggression to come up soon. They're really
Yes.
crafty in the way they get a win, which is really nice to see.
Chaos is always welcome. Oh. Zambiru. Ooh, almost falls. Could be looking for a dive. Mumu's here. Oh, Shabby falls. Yeah, Mumu. The dive was just a little too early. The wave wasn't pushed in. Now with the Amumu's, he's going hand grenade. He'll have the Leandris.
Yeah, it's nice to see
So
IHFW
they-
getting a lot of uptime. He got a lot of criticism in the group stages against Confident Club. They were sort of looking into his gameplay more, and you can see here in this series so far he's been really a highlight player in how his team is getting a win.
He's everywhere on the map. Knows who has to be, when to be there. He's playing really well. Now, kind of in a lull state. Lanes are pretty even. So obviously from the 2 deaths in top lane. But Shabby can still play out the lane well. It will be a little harder. Obviously, the level lead or the XP leads now. Just have to climb up a little bit.
You can see the sums used there on the bot side for Mr. Small. Nice little bit of pressure here by Badman for 20 and Dober.
We see flash fuse from Unknown Memory as well. Where's the flash? Drake is up. Orca is looking for something in bot lane, gets well out on the ward. Crab will go over to Shaw near Momo, so now they could look for an invade. They see Porufka here. The Momo Q misses, so no play will be made there. Porufka gets his grump and gets to walk out with his life. Got some vision, doing top lane things. Posting level 6, FTP spot up. Oh, some Shabby. Out popped from Zambiru.
But that one was just walking away.
Yeah. But it says, nah, I don't feel like it. I don't feel like a G. See you tomorrow.
Someday I'm trying to have a business meeting, God.
Money. Starting get his paper. You know, Cassandra's just trying to run at him. Rivka looking for the blue buff. They should meet here. I don't think Rivka can get this fast enough. Oh. Barker gets the steal, has level 6. But his mid laner is not available, so he will just walk away. Gets the blue buff though, so pretty good trade for him there. Don't have to use anything. Meanwhile, bot lane. We'll be seeing something here. Heal use from Brimba. Flash forward onto Dober. Dober misses the E. Brimba falls. Dober has ult. No E. Mr. Smoke, put clear. Oh, and the Nico Q just hits with the E, and it's perfect. The root hits, and the populous hits as well. Unfortunate. It's a 2-for-1, and Drake is started by Poruka here. Things going on to Grubs. They might look for a trade. Ari no ult, forced to use it by Nano. So it will be a trade, Grubs for Drake. Personally, I'd prefer that than seeing. I prefer the Grubs for Whimsy here. I think it's a good trade. Really good from Porfka as well to get something in addition. But things are going onto the vehicle here. They spotted them. But Mr. Small can't really move. Nico is blocking him. And he'll just walk away. No need to risk and bigger altercation against the Amumu here, who will be here.
Yeah, a bit of a slow start to the mid game, although we had a lot of action earlier on. It's just 500 gold lead currently separating these two. A nice ult here by Roto Shabby, but once again, I fear that Zambiru can just walk it off. Not even ulting here, just ghost and that's it.
The business has to run, and so does Mundo. Oh, Nano gets hit by a charm here on the memory, taking punishment. Ult misses from Nano.
It does not matter.
And he still gets it with the dissonance.
Nice little play here. Nano living up to the expectations in the mid lane. That's the Horizon way. Oy, oy, oy.
And then in the old chat, no flame, well played. Calls out the R. You're dodging the shockwave there most likely. And now he's somehow bopping. I wonder who that could be. Oh my god, who are these? Deep vision going down into Porufka's jungle as well. Good for Mumba to get that just before basing. Objectives are up soon. Let's see. 2 minutes for Drake. We'll see how it plays out till then. Porufka's looking top lane here.
Once again, Zambiru caught between a rock and a hard place, but being the champ that he is, he just
walks away.
And backs off.
And he wasn't that way. Oh, Porufka could be caught here. And he's just deleted. Both ults used. I don't even think that Curse of the Sun Mummy was really needed, but I guess, I mean, all back points, style points.
Yeah, but
really good kill to Porufka.
And this Vega's having a hard time finding his footing in this match.
And it's going to get harder for him against the Amumu. Amumu obviously does get damage reduction inbuilt to his kit. Amumu here looking for Shabby. Can Shabby try and play it out? Doesn't get the Q or the W. He will fall. Really good, really good gank. Really smart of the Mundo to just walk to the right. Obviously, you get hit by that. Oh, Yariel.
Oh, it does
he
not
gets
recall
hit.
in time. Tries to risk it. There's a big ult here from Batman 420. Brimba gets clipped by the snare. And now they're kiting away. The Viego ult is dodged. Mr. Small is chasing Batman around town. But he does not get the last auto, and Paruka gets the first kill of the match.
Really good for Paruka. Brimba and Small played well, but not much they could do. Oh! Brimba.
A bit of an illegal play there.
Walks in front of the feathers.
Does not expect that.
And Drake is up in 30 seconds, so they'll be up, but there will be no wild growth. There will be no pop blossom. There won't be many ults for this Drake fight if they choose to start early. There will be an Amumu ult, however. The Curse of the Sun Mummy is back up for this Drake. So we'll see if they decide to fight this mid lane. DP, it's quite a lot of people right now circling mid lane. There's very big possibility that Whimsy will just try to force this fight using the advantage of Orianna ult and the Moon ult.
Yeah, they're on Dragon already here. Whimsy&Joy do have the upper hand here in terms of positioning. And Confident Club are pinging to go for it. The Ocean Dragon does get picked up. And now in a bit of a messy spot here, the Amumu ult lands, the Shockwave lands, that's 2 for Whimsy. And there's a huge bandage toss onto Batman. But it does not amount to a kill. Whimsy&Joy, 2 kills and a dragon, no problem.
I don't get why Conflict Club would try to fight this. They don't have ults, they don't have the proper tools to navigate this. Really good of Whimsy here to just notice the fact that they have R buttons. They have the 2 best R buttons on their entire team. They have the Curse of Sun Mummy, and they have the Shockwave. They just send it. Well, they just walk at them and they win. Really well played from Whimsy to just see the angle and use it. They abuse the angle. And now it's going to be... It's a 3k gold lead now for Whimsy. With a comp that scales better, that team fights better. And now they have... Comp needs to rely on getting these picks onto the Orianna or the Sivir. Fight could break out here.
Obviously, Confident Club getting there in
Polymorph.
numbers. Brimba's the first to fall. The bandage toss goes in, but that is not the play.
Big shutdown.
And as walks away with a lot of gold.
Just as I say, they have the better team fighting. They try and fight without the Amumu out, and Brimba just gets caught out and deleted. Nano could try and do something, but they could fight this. Just get attacked by the Charm. Flash used via no memory. Mundo is just running at the Paruka here. TP coming out from Cassante into a tower shot. Whimsy does take the Herald either way. TP used by Nano to hold this bot tower as well. So overall, what started out as a good pick from Continent Club ends up in a Herald for Whimsy. Even in the bad situations, they're turning around. This is really well structured from them. It's really nice to see as well. What are your thoughts on what we just saw, Janssen?
Yeah, I mean, you're bound to make a mistake here and there. You get tired, you know, they're 3 games in now. And for sure, it would serve them well to fight together as a unit. They're up ahead. They don't need to try and skirmish against the Ari, against the Viego. These are champs that win in these situations. Let's see, maybe they can play around the Orianna, around the Amumu, with Sivir on top of everyone, so... or continue farming until the objectives come. They really don't need to force anything else, to be honest.
Agreed.
Original oddball, League of Malta. Malta has a pro scene. Well, whatever this is, it's what it is. But yes, we definitely are getting there. Compared to last year, I would say there's easily like 60% improvement across the board with all teams. The improvement is just absolutely crazy compared to what happened last year.
It's nice to have something. It's nice to showcase local talent, match it up against as well some foreign talent in Conflict Club here. So
it gives you reason to play as well, you know, and to
exactly.
get better. So there's the mid lane turret taken out. Whimsy&Joy get the push, and that should
also gives you a reason to 5-stack as well, which is always nice.
So if you're interested, oddball, just get back into it. More tournaments across the air will happen for sure. At least 3 or 4 5v5s. Yeah.
That's what we love to hear. Overall, now we're just into a quick little lull state. Nothing much should be happening. Everyone's used their turn, so now it's Shabby here could be into danger. The Herald does go down. Drake is coming up in 20 seconds. It could just rush onto it. Power just go down in top lane. Vigo's on Krugs, but the Drake is up in 8 seconds. I think they're giving it. Conflict Club are just giving the second Drake.
Yeah, and it's a really good dragon to have as well. Oriana gives that armor magic resist. So this mountain dragon is gonna help the likes of Amumu, the likes of the Dr. Mundo become even tankier on top as well. See Zambiru here with the roam. They could potentially find Badman. A nice little dodge there with the W. But now he's given chase. The cleaver lands and that should be a dead Nico. The flash used. And that's it.
As well.
Amumu flash outs Dober and there's the shockwave. Making sure that the carry drops. Play safe, Dober. Alright.
Stay in your base, Dober. You're not allowed. You're an AD carry, buddy. You need to play spawn cards, actually. Now the siege. You have so many tools as well. This complements Joy is just perfection. Oh, the Nico will fall as well onto the Fernando. Oh, Brimbo force the flash. Ariel comes out. Mr. Small here could be caught out. Flash used. Mr. Small still alive. Close to Zaya. Close to the pullback. Brimbo will fall as well. Orica falls to the Mundo. Goes still going. And Zambiru is showing the Mundo does go where he please.
Such a messy fight here overall. It seems like Whimsy&Joy, although with the worst positioning, they still somehow have a chance in Zambiru here for this Atakan. Confident Club a bit unlucky in that fact that they won't maybe get the Atakan on top.
The Atakan damage did so much to Zambiru there. Not too shabby. Catches the silver there and just gets to delete. He gets to play Cassante. And therefore the ADC doesn't get to play the game. Things going down, so all in onto the.
Yeah, they need to use that Sivir ult before it's too late.
Atakan will reset.
Oh, Brimba gets the kill
But
there.
that's good.
Here comes Nano on the side.
Oh
no, Nano gets absolutely deleted and focused down. The classic Nano walking straight into 3 people in a fight. The pain. Oh, what a big out here by IHFW, but there's no one to reciprocate it. The jungler does
That's the
fall at the
vehicle.
end. So at least
They're
now
going
we're
in
back to the
1-1
Zambiru
and
state.
at another 4 kills for Confident Club. Whimsy and Joy are they're just fighting themselves at this point. They're walking in 1-1, trying to get the individual play. And into these kind of comps, you can't do that. You will be punished. The individualism coming out and it's punishing them so much. The gold lead has just evaporated now. Another fight is surely to ensue for the Zatakan. Zambiru has to be there, has to stay in front of them, has to block the everything really. Has to block everything. Amumu has to catch at least 3 with his ult. He can't be catching one person. It's going to be very, very, very interesting to see how they play this. Zatakan could decide the game. Mr. Small is cut off as well. No memory. Oriana ulti.
They waste everything onto Zambiru, isn't enough though.
Oh,
Zambiru
big
falls,
technical.
but there's a lot of severe damage coming out, and so far we're 2 for 3.
Let's go with nuclear. Two of them level 1 HP. It's a 3 for 3 in the end. Both parties limping away. Nano still has some HP. He could look for this push.
Almost found
Oh,
a
he
double
does.
kill there with 2 abilities. Very messy Atakan fights we've been having. They've been going on for at least 4 minutes now, as you can see on the timer there.
The Drake is back up now. This started at the end of the first Drake, and it's going to the start of the second Mountain Drake here.
This is actually very much in the benefit of Confident Club. They were losing out on the early game, but now they've managed to churn out a lot of gold from these plays. They're only down 800 gold now, and they denied a lot of farm from it. Look at that Ari,
They keep
3 item
throwing
Ari
their
as
bo-
well.
Yeah. They keep throwing their bodies at Whimsy and Joy, and they're gaining a lot. They're gaining so much from it.
Nala could be in a bad position here, drops
Oh.
the shockwave. Badman gets taken down. He's the first one to fall, and Zambiru is a big front line. They re-engage on the dragon. Haruka sacrifices himself, down he goes. The dragon gets smited away. Whimsy and Joy take that. And now Dober and Not Shabby are in a tough spot. Brimban Zambiru pelleting away. The feathers come through and Nano drops, and it's a 4 for 1 play. Oh, sorry, I'm reading the future. It's a 4 for 1 play as Unknown Memory dashes away.
And interesting flash from Thor, but you know.
Should get the
Good
Atakan
option.
as well.
Yeah. But and now, if Badman gets caught, and the fight just falls completely into Whimsy and Joy's hands. The Nico ult, such a massive tool for these fights for Confident Club, not available to them, and it shows how important this Nico has to be. This Nico has to set up most of the fight. She has to get the first pick. The Ari will almost never be able to just walk in against just to find random angles where she can punish. Speaking of random angles, he's caught. Nano's caught. That could be a Baron start. As the mid laner for Whimsy and Joy gets caught out on the blue buff. And they're jumping straight onto the Baron here. Straight start. Mundo might not TP and might not try and fight this. Whimsy and Joy don't seem to be responding. They're giving the Baron to try and push for mid tier 2 and bot tier 2.
Yeah, they realize they can't really take the fight here without the Oriana shockwave. And they try to take anything else they can get. They are prepared to stall out this Baron. There's gonna be a lot of damage coming out of it.
And Conflict Club here will have Baron for... Oh,
There's the teleport
Right,
from
I'm probably
Nano as
here.
well. The shockwave lands. Oh, no shockwave, my bad. It was some other ability.
and Zampir tanks 15 tower shots and kills the Cassandra under tower.
Yeah, nice return play. They
And just
also
like that,
removed two
2
Baron
Barons are gone.
buffs. Yep.
Yeah. 2 Barons are gone. They are it is more of a denial kills. But yeah, even with Baron, Mundo is at this point very strong. Can look for the Titanic Hydra here. Goes for the Randall Zoman instead to block the damage coming out from the Viego and the Zaya. So will be even tankier and harder to kill for the main damage. Ari has to deal a lot of damage to the Mundo here. But will she be able to is the question.
Yeah, once again, I
Might-
find it really difficult to see just one anti-heal item here on the side of Dober. I mean, there should really be more prioritizing this statistic, but anyway.
We'll see in the fight how much it even does as well. Because he might not get that much access to it, to the fight. At the end of the day, he is an ADC, so he might just die, really. We'll see how much he gets done.
Yeah, and the longer the game goes, Severe just scales so monstrously. Like, those Ws start to hurt everyone, like that Viego, that Ari, that... even Zaya and Nikov, he's pelleting away on the Cassante with, to be quite frank, a lot of magic resist as well. So this Severe, Mr. Small's gonna deal a ton of damage, especially when he finishes his last Whisper item here.
Yep, those ricochet bounces could end up killing an entire team. So, evil top lane. A little bit of a trade, nothing special. Dragon is up in 30 seconds. There's Whimsy&Joy don't really have control of the area. Nano could be walking into a trap soon. If they decide to stay, this could be very big play. Baron is gone. It will be a straight up fight. The Baron didn't get much. Nano will pay for him to not fall for that. Drake instantly started up. They will rush this down as fast as possible. The smite goes down from Farooq.
Big curse of the
3-man
Sad
up.
Mummy. The shockwave that follows. There's a lot of damage out of Dober, but it's not enough. 3 kills for none for Whimsy&Joy here. The dragon is at least secured by Comfy Club, but after a push like that, this could be the end of the match. Let's see what they take. Oh, Zambi was ghosting. We see the remainder of Whimsy&Joy pushing in this mid lane tier 3. It's only Unknown Memory to defend. And they have the grabs. There's the bandage toss. It lands. There's no Spirit Rush available. Nano flashes forward. The Zonya stops him for just a second and down he goes.
Yeah.
This could be the end of match 3. Badman is alive here, and it seems like they
They're
will.
calling it off. They're calling it off.
Yep. I think it's a good idea as well.
Yeah. Joker's up in 4 seconds for time 1. Can't really get the end. Don't want to take the towers. So just back and prepare for Baron in a minute 20. They need to get control over this. They can't end up getting and end up having to get into the pit like last Mountain Break where Ethers Gamblet. The fight ended up well, but it was going to get a 3-man Moonwalk into a 3-man Moonwalk into a 3-man Oriana. So, but it was an amazing play there in bot lane. Madman forced to use this for the belt. Mr. Small chasing. Spell shield used. Dober could try and catch him out here. He walk away. Dober takes 4 of his HP for his troubles. Silverall was popped. so they will not have a Silver for the Baron fight if they decide to start it instantly. We're seeing a good test here onto the red buff. Smite used by Varufka to secure the red buff for his team. Should be taking a little bit of damage. Oh, Shabby looking for something onto. Oh my! Again, the Amumu and the Luli team up and get the 3-man ults, and that's the game. That's the end.
My. And you
Luli has to get played here.
and we were scared that the Amumu Oriana won't be enough. Yeah, no memory tries desperately to get the wave, and to be fair, he almost gets it. Now, should be some beer tanking the turret.
Beer tank, yeah.
And should be fine from there.
And that should be game. This Amumu. Easily the MVP of this game. Playing so well in the last 2 games. Toss, take a round of applause for yourself. You played this game amazingly. As the same for everyone in Whimsy&Joy. This was a great match from them. Great draft, great setup, great execution, great everything.
Alright guys, we are back here, game 4. We're on match point for Whimsy&Joy, and Confident Club needs to win this one to continue on. We're joined now by Cheeky Commandeer. Hello.
Good afternoon.
As always, his voice suits many on the stream, so I hope you enjoy the casting here as we get on into the draft. I don't know if you were following, but so far, what do you think of the current bans? The Ivern, the Shen?
Current bans. We're looking at a very interesting ban rotation here. We're getting 2 junglers banned out, Ivern being the second one from the side of Whimsy&Joy. Meanwhile, Confident Club keep a ban for top lane, mid lane, and support. Akshan somehow making it into the roster as well. Whimsy&Joy first hover that Yunara. Very interesting here. We're gonna see if we get some more Yunara action.
Nice champion.
Have we seen this
nice
champion from Whimsy&Joy before?
I
That's a real
don't.
question.
I think once, but it's really a very sort of bread and butter type AD carry. If you play like the Ashe, or you play the more traditional like the CZ, even the Sivir. That, to be honest, Sivir is very similar as well to her.
But the first pick on Yunara, I'm not sure I'm seeing the vision here. She's a champion that gets countered a lot in bot lane. She's really strong, don't misunderstand me, but she kind of struggles with the range, no? If they were to pick like Caitlyn or something against her, she'd kind of get no lane prio.
Caitlyn, keep in mind that Caitlyn for now it can't be played because it was played in game 3.
Oh, okay, I see now.
Yeah, but the Ziggs is that kind of champion, like you are saying, very high range and can abuse the Yonara. I agree with you as well. And it's also paired with Kiana. I don't know if this is Kiana jungle. It might be. In which case,
Kiana jungle kind of being more fashionable of a choice as of late than mid lane, considering she gets to do more map prio. Diana getting hovered and picked from Whimsy&Joy. This might also be the jungler or the mid laner. A double flex pick from either of the mid laner / junglers. Very interesting.
A lot of magic damage currently coming out here. I wonder what they pair it up with here. It's the Nautilus, potentially. Oh,
Okay.
it could be good. Yes.
Okay, I see. So if Yunara struggles with range, why not pick a champ like Nautilus to hook them into the range? I see the vision. Lilia getting picked out from Confident Club. We now have some nuclear missile type gameplay coming in from Confident Club with all of those ults giving the potential for a massive wombo combo. Yep. Now, Confident Club are for some reason hovering a Milio ban after Nautilus gets picked. Let's see if this is gonna go through. A Garen ban, okay, very interesting. No Demasias today.
I mean, I have to say, Confidence Club's comp here looks very strong. As you said, if they can get the combination of even just these 3 ultimates, that could be very problematic for Whimsy&Joy to deal with.
Whimsy&Joy now banning out Gwen. Don't want any tank shredders in the lobby. Could potentially be hinting towards a hyper tank in the top lane, like Mondo or Sion. Not sure if they've been picked yet. Let me give
Mondo has, but Sion hasn't. So yeah, you might be right about that. They've banned Gwen every other draft as well, so they really don't want to play.
They're really afraid, huh? Okay. I wouldn't want to either. She's my permaban. Right, Hui getting banned out from Confident Club, and Whimsy and Joy looking at that Alistar ban. Possibly hoping that the disengaged champion in the bot lane will not be present so that they could get their own way. Let's see here. And the Alistar ban goes through. Alright. Very interesting ban rotation here, considering many champions are missing at this point. This is very niche, I'd say. Not even targeted at this point, they're just getting rid of annoying champs. Confident Club coming in with that first pick, getting the last pick in this rotation. Will they save it for top lane? I hope so. Leona pick for that Ziggs. Okay, a very independent support. Could go in alone, probably kill someone and leave alone. Full health bar
but
and everything.
it also continues to add to the sort of AoE alt fantasy that they have going on at the
Yeah,
moment.
exactly. Pick off one guy and nuke him to death. Exactly. Whimsy&Joy picking Gnar here. Hovering, actually.
Comfort here for Zambiru.
Okay. Very interesting champion there
Oh
rotation.
my
Whimsy&Joy
gosh.
could get a very nice combo.
Confident Club will
And
go Malphite here. I feel it.
you feel it, even with
Yes.
Yunara being a hybrid champion and Diana being an AP assassin. You think they'll
Yes,
still go for
yes,
the
yes.
for the Malphite?
I mean, it's decent into the Nar as well, and I mean, not Malphite alt Leona alt Lilia alt Kiana alt Zigzag.
The
I
Swain
don't know.
hover here, picking that champ could push them over the edge here because Swain is a very good pick against Malphite, considering he can't be one shot and he's a
Oh,
really
that's
tanky mid laner.
Swain mid though, huh? Against the Kiana potentially.
Could be. I don't see how that matchup could be negative for Swain, considering Kiana needs to stay very up close and personal. But if she knows how to play this, if she's played this matchup at least twice or three times specifically, she should know Swain's range and abilities and be able to fight back. And there we go, the silent pick as predicted. But on
And
the wrong side.
yes. I mean,
Very
it serves the
unusual.
purpose of engage as well, right? It's like Malphite, but maybe better. So for the
Big
long term.
HP bar Malphite. So no less armor, but big HP bar. Very interesting matchup here.
Yeah.
Gnar should have
Zonya's
fire on hand, but
big purchase for Whimsy&Joy here for the Swain for the
I'd say
Diana.
I'd say there should be Zonias on every AP champion in this game. Diana, Swain, Ziggs, and Lilia. Because I feel like if any of those champs get caught out by something like a Not Hook or a Kiana, they die immediately. So realistically speaking, this is definitely a golden Buddha game for both teams, you know. Looking forward to that pick. Coming in now, they have the readies coming in from both teams.
One side.
Are they?
Alright,
they?
yeah,
Are they?
they know.
Yeah, there we go. All right.
So this could be the last match, guys. If Whimsy&Joy get the win, they're up a match at the moment, but Confident Club must win this match if they expect to continue in the best of 5. So
Very interesting indeed.
I like
Here
the Swain
the,
pick though. It's so sorry to stop, but when you
No,
have
worries.
these kind of AOE one hole combo type comps, the trick is to sort of build a comp that ideally survives it. Sort of like the Karma big time shields everyone, you know. If they can survive all the alts and Confident Club run out of juice, then you can kind of DPS them down. And we might be seeing a lot of this. Confident Club really have 0 DPS in their kit at the moment. They literally have this like, we're gonna push all the buttons and it's gonna take a couple of seconds to get in our second rotation of spells. So Swain, for example, good sustain, especially with Zonya's, like we're saying, Diana kind of in a similar spot. Nar could get bursted if he's out of form, you know, not to the same. And Yunara, like definitely needs to wait everyone to do everything before she can even show up on the map. But
Yeah, Yunara is stuck playing spectator role until all of their abilities and Confident Club's rotation are out. Confident Club actually have two really annoying tanks here as well, Leona and Sion. Both of them really hard to burst down. Almost impossible, I'd even say. You just need to constantly DPS them. Thankfully, Yunara is very famous for just right-clicking the enemy and then watching the health bar go down, you know? So let's hope that happens this game. From the side of Whimsy&Joy, they have a very hard to fight team as well because realistically speaking, they have 3 tanks, and if Diana decides to not be an assassin and be a bruiser instead, that's almost 4 tanks. realistically. So yeah, Yunara has the world's best front to back. This is gonna be again another WrestleMania match, I think.
Interesting choice here. Ignite's chosen for Swain for Nano here in the mid lane against the Kiana.
Ooh, and the game getting paused straight away.
A summoner has disconnected.
Oh,
A
Yeah.
summoner has disconnected.
Looks like a remake coming in because Nano's client has performed.
I thought it was a game choice, you know. Yes, we have to redraft everything, scratch that, you know. And who's missing? I am blind. Zambir. Okay, okay. Mela. Yeah, swap on over to the draft again. Alright. We didn't talk about it, but Lilia into Diana could be very Lilia favored earlier on. If Paruka, who we know already likes to invade a lot, if he gets a nice invade across, he could start snowballing the game in his advantage. Lilia here in a good position can really take over the game. Most of Whimsy&Joy are very mid or low range here, so the move speed that the champion gets, the utility on top of everything, it will set up the Zig, set up the Kiana. Confident Club definitely have some really strong champions to deal with overall. But yeah, if
Still
Whimsy
lacking in the
enjoy,
DPS department though.
yeah,
From my perspective, they're still lacking in that DPS department.
for
Maybe
sure.
Ziggs opting to go for a burn build instead of a burst build would help them out with that a little bit, I reckon. Hmm. But they really lack on the armor damage output. Considering both the jungler and the ADC are AP champions, it's just a little bit not favored for the armor champs, you know?
Yeah, it's I'd rather be solo AP than solo AD for sure in any team comp.
Yes, of course. AP feels like the better off damage type. Hmm. Grouping up in one bush here, trying to see if there'll be a sneaky invade. Nautilus could definitely give Nu the first blood here. I don't think the club that is confident will walk up on this. Would not be a wise choice.
The club that is confident. Oy, oy, oy. That's definitely them.
Okay, Swain just decides to walk back to his lane. Gnar running around in mid for some reason. Could this be a lane swap? Oh my god, it's a lane swap.
Oh, they role swapped.
Okay
I
then.
see, I see. Dober went with the Lilia, and we saw Paruka went Ziggs bot lane as ADC instead of jungle. I did not notice that.
So there's a double swap from both teams here.
Yeah,
Nano
but
going into that top lane to farm easy stacks off of Sion for his passive, and Gnar staying in mid to harass Kiana.
now
Very interesting here.
Dober on Lilia, guys. He's a grandmaster EONE Lilia one trick player, and he was playing ADC all along. So we might have just unlocked the demon. Let's see how it goes here in game 4.
Considering it's their match point game, I'd say it's a worthy stop to pull out. Ooh, Nautilus whiffs that Q, very unfortunate. Could have been grounds here for wasting flash off of Haruka.
But yeah, we don't know how Paruka plays in the lane at all. He might just be a big deterrent. Comfy Club were doing well into Whimsy and Joy as they were, but this swap could make or break them, to be honest. Let's see.
Let's not forget, it's just the Ziggs champion. So long as he minds his distance and throws bombs at people, he gets to win the lane. Sometimes when I get autofilled into ADC and I don't know what to pick, I just pick Ziggs because he feels like the lazy laner. Like I don't really need to think about anything. I have my mobility and I have my DPS lined up for the entire game. This might be the same scenario they've gone with here. I'm not sure. We'd have to ask them ourselves later to see what the logistics and the thinking process behind Ziggs bot lane was.
Well, so far, a wave up here for Mr. Small. And it could potentially get bigger here. We also see the swap with the Nara against the Kiana. It negates the earlier levels where Kiana will have the advantage. Brimba caught a bit out of position here. I'm not sure what the plan was. The flash is still available. He uses it to dodge the snare. Excellently placed. And the hook so far.
Strange. Doesn't Kiana's Q auto track if it's cast with the E?
Yeah, but you flash it though.
Oh, I've seen it track through the flash as well.
Timing. If
so Brimba showed us there.
Yeah.
Nanosecond timing. Ooh, Diana getting to steal that blue buff, I think. Skirmish in the bot lane. Diana getting caught out.
I'm not too sure
And
what the idea
Brimba now
was
left
here.
to die as well.
They did not even get the smite steal, and that's just giving 2 kills
They didn't.
to Comfy Club, and both of them going onto the Kiana, which is
Ooh,
like
Nano getting a
the
sneaky
best
kill
champion they
as well.
need. Of course, Nano the GOAT doing his job to keep Whimsy and Joy afloat. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
I think that invade was a bit too much as well. Not too sure as to
And
the
considering
idea.
that Brimba was without a flash and he went for the invade there. That was a little bit risky. With no way to back out, they essentially said, fuck it, we ball. Unfortunately, they didn't ball. No. Zambiru here being a little bit annoying in mid lane. You know, like with our champion he is at the moment. Not letting Kiana recall. Top lane getting nice trades. Nano still without his recall, if I'm not mistaken. No, he had a cheat recall earlier.
TP'd in.
TP'd in. Okay.
Yeah, this Kiana has to
Kiana's
do a lot
doing
of
really
work before.
So that's what I'm saying. A lot of inputs for even the smallest of actions in mid. Because if he gets a misstep and Gunnar gets a combo on him, it's not going to be good for him. Unknown Memory here actually getting the top of the trades with both Blue Buff and Red Buff supporting him is managing to stay on top. Can't see Nano stack here. Ooh, gets level 6 bolts, hoping for that kill on Sion. Ooh, his hopes are being recruited here. He gets the he gets the kill, but he decides to aura farm on him a little bit beforehand. And some more stacks. Oh my god, no.
Meanwhile, the bot lane here,
Walking
Brimba
game,
gets caught out as the Lilia is here to attack. And there's the return play. Now HFW gets in a bit too deep. He might get in trouble for this one. He dodges the Lilia E. The slow is not gonna hit. And Confident Club ready to back off with the single play. The cleanse also used on the side of Mr. Small.
Confident Club here getting some really nice plays out from the bot side, but I think that there is a slight issue in what Whimsy&Joy are doing. They're focusing the Leona. Ziggs there was horribly out of position. They kept auto-attacking Leona. I think they're getting a bit of tunnel vision here.
Yeah, I think Brimba's more comfortable on the enchanters rather than the engaged champions here, but let's see. Gets a nice hex splash across. The satchel charge does land, but so does the hook from downtown. There's the flash from Mr. Small. The ignite drops. It's not gonna be enough though as Paruka walks away using his own flash, but he will.
I think he potioned through it. I think he potioned the ignite. Otherwise, that would have been definitely a kill. Ooh, ganks in the top lane. Diana coming in for some of that free value from top lane. Let's see if they manage to get another hook. No. Sion gets out way too easily. Already ult in the process. Lilia being spotted around topside river is pinged out and has to leave early. But there's a gank coming towards mid lane and Zambir does not see it. Leona in position. See what happens here? No, he jumps out. Okay. Oh, Leona's still in position for a gank. Brimba coming in, spotting Leona.
Oh, he needs to be careful here, Brimba, as Kiana has the full supreme display of talent available now to her. The supreme display of pressing R and your health bar disappearing and getting stunned.
Yep. This looks like a skirmish waiting to happen. Rather, I'd even say begging to happen. But they're not committing fully. They're understanding the power of Gnar in these kinds of skirmishes, and they're just not fully committing to it. Some wards getting cleaned out. Nothing too special here. We're gonna get that mid prio for Grubs.
Oh, here comes Dober. He lands the initial E, but he does not get space to get the. Oh, you are the bot lane, Mr. Small, with the solo kill. See, and Grubs will be secured by Whimsy&Joy on the side there. It's looking like a comfortable match for them. Dragon's still available, but Confident Club this time seem a lot more composed. They're ready to just give up some stuff until they get the right scenario where they can just press R altogether. And this could be it here. We see Dober rotating around. He gets this. Oh, there's the char.
Kiana is out of position to get an nice ult in, so he leaves it up to Dober to pick up the kills.
And there's the second pick here as Dober snipes off Zambiro in the mid lane.
It wasn't just a snipe. Dober used the splash damage from the E upon hitting terrain to get that sneaky splash on him, so he wouldn't get to sidestep. Very well played from the side of Confident Club. Very patient gameplay here.
Meanwhile in the top lane, Nano
still trying to cheese out a kill from
relentless.
From Shabby. I'm wondering how he hasn't died yet, but at the same time, Shabby there. If he had I think ulted in, he would have probably been able to kill Nano. I don't think he had mana for his ult. What do you think?
I don't know what to say about this dragon play. Sorry, I was watching it. It's I think the third time we've seen him do it this whole series. And I have to say, brother, give up a dragon if you don't have it. It's the third time you do this, and I mean, it's not worth it. Just play on your turn, but yeah, in the end, Nano getting another kill in the top side here. Well done, Nano.
Yeah, very impressive from the top laners. Very questionable contest on the dragon there. Reminiscent of many plays we've seen in the past where the team just does not communicate the give up the objective properly. Very unfortunate for the side of Whimsy&Joy to just not only lose an objective but also forfeit 300 gold to the enemy team.
Yeah.
Looking to be a few, maybe just 1 minute of peace here because no objectives are up. We had a very clean sweep here. We have Void Grubs for the side of Whimsy&Joy for that split push madness, and a dragon, hopefully for some nice sustain for that Sion. Ocean Drake really being a favorite of the top laners. Really a shame that that Nano wouldn't get that. And Zambir, to be honest, considering he's playing a mid laner. Oh, a top laner in mid lane. Not much action happening here on the Rift. I mean, just your standard stuff, junglers clearing, playing PvE. No one's really going for anything. Very impressive. This must be the show of restraint that we hear about in the high elo. When there's nothing to play for, you just don't play for it. Does this happen often, Yeltsin? We just see.
I mean, it's game 4 and everyone knows the stakes at this match, right? If you're Whimsy&Joy, you really don't want to go into game 5 for sure. And if you're Confident Club, you don't want to lose this because you lose the series, right? So both sides just kind of disciplining themselves, playing on their uptime.
Ooh, but unfortunately, Brimba gets caught out here while trying to get some vision. Getting bombed. The entirety of Whimsy&Joy having to retreat here. Ooh. Ooh, Kiana popping up a nice combo.
Oh, nice return play there by HFW, but sadly in the end does not get the kill. Grimba snipes off with the last Q there, but the Kiana damage is coming out here onto Mr. Small. It's just a bit too much for him to handle.
Mr. Small, unfortunately, not getting to play the game. He got flashed on and ulted. Even through his cleanse, he got stunned. God bless Kiana abilities. So yeah, that's what happens when there's bad vision, I guess. Even the downtime between objectives can turn into a bloodbath in the bot lane. Confident Club here sitting on 8 kills, getting the more advantageous fights here. Like we said previously, they're managing to pop off their wombo combos and get crazy team fights. I don't think Whimsy&Joy are playing this patient enough, because they're not waiting for their top lane to finish laning phase. It's only a matter of time. I mean, if you look at Nano, he's managing to mow down that Sion very, very slowly, unfortunately, but nonetheless, he still has the priority in top lane. 20 CS lead as well. 3-0. Wow. Nano. Hats off to you, brother. Zambiru is still sticking to that mid lane. No rotations happening yet. I'm impressed to say that Confident Club didn't rotate either. I'd think that it'd be not too favorable of a matchup for Sam to be into Swain. Ends up being very neutral, actually.
Yeah, it's 3 stacks at the moment. Buffet, 20 CS up, and he's just pelleting away.
Oof. Swain champion, brother. You've seen it here first, folks. Actually didn't notice, Kiana's 4-0. Ooh, and unfortunately Mr. Small getting caught out. Immediately being one-shot by Leon and Ziggs here. What a 100-0 burst we have. Ziggs actually sticking to the one-shot build instead of the burn build, leaving burns up for Lilia here. You know, no point having 2 champs do the same thing. Yet again, another dragon that seems to be confident clubs here. I don't think there is any point in trying to contest further.
See, Nano pops the ult here in the top lane, but meanwhile in the bot side we have a bit of a fight, and it seems like Dober is now on a rampage. HFW standing no chance on this Diana at the moment.
And unfortunately getting caught out with yet another Drake contest when we should not have been there. Oof, that's got us sting a little bit here. Diana unfortunately being the Achilles heel of Whimsy&Joy, coming in at 0-4. Thankfully Nano's compensating, considering he's coming in at 4-0. So at least we have that covered. You know, personally, if I was Diana here, I'd keep playing around that top lane. I don't think there's anything that I would get from playing around bot.
Oh, we see
Already feels too
Kiana
lost to-
rotating down for the dive as well. Whimsy&Joy
like I said, bro,
are in a very tricky
this
spot
feels a
here.
little bit
Oh,
not
no.
favored.
Oh, the ult is dodged by Mr. Small. The flash used excellently done. Masterclass Yunara here from Mr. Small. How to dodge that Kiana ult. Nicely timed dash. Wow, I'm in awe with what we just saw. And Brimba just casually walks away. Wow, crazy. Alright, well done,
Oh,
Whimsy&Joy.
Brimba actually knows his combos and his resets, actually. I'd take back what I said, and maybe he's not too comfortable on tank and engaged champions as a whole, but he definitely knows the combos and the move kits. He actually gets to disengage there just because of the combos. Ooh, Zambiru here trying to 2v1. Maybe he could get the shutdown on Kiana, but unfortunately Kiana just sits in invisible mode and ooh, forces out a flash from him, but he still dies from burn. Nano's still doing some combos in the top lane. Nothing too outstanding. Let me quickly run a check on that Scion pass. Not Scion. Swain passive. He's coming in at 630 bonus health. You know, Scion. Well, this passive also has 600. 593 to be precise.
Yeah, 42 soul fragments.
Very, very even actually. You know, when you can't, if you can't beat him, join him. Stacking champs here being very, very, very favorable at this point in the game. Mid lane now getting a swap over. The bot lane having had moved once the tower was destroyed. Both teams now trying to fight over the next upcoming objective. Not quite sure which one it would be. I think we have Rift Herald, right? Yeah, Rift Herald. Has that already been claimed? It has. Diana took it. Oopsies. So next objective on the roster then would be the dragon. They're trying to get that mid-brow, maybe force a skirmish. Not sure if I'd be doing that if I was Whimsy&Joy here. I'd probably just try to sit back a little bit and try to get that CS up. Ooh. Rippa being stopped by a paid actor minion. Rumba's ult here going out for to no avail.
Yeah, this Kiana and this Lilia are really carrying this game at the moment.
Just the presence of Lilia makes fights not worth attending to. Nano here from the bot lane getting a tower with the help of Diana. Very nice, nice. Sion sticking to that top lane. He really has no reason to leave, considering he's just going to be a split push machine. Ooh, impressive, impressive.
There's
I like
the
that. That was
anti-clips
very,
Maruka.
very interesting gameplay.
The cleanse used by Mr. Small. And now here comes Nano, he pops the Swain ult, but the move speed is just too much. He flashes and gets the slow off, unknown memory, forced to ult. And Dober's on the side trying to deal damage. Nano gets one, he's unstoppable. And now Dober's in a tough spot. Double kill for Nano. Can he get more? We see Mr. Small being focused, and there's Badman falling as well. Nano returning the favor from top lane. As we remember, he lost his Swain game to Confident Club last year in game 2, and here he is on the Swain, 6-1, unstoppable, and now pushing that mid lane turret.
Let's not forget there, Mr. Nano got 2 kills only in that fight, but those 2 kills were the Lilia shutdown and the Kiana shutdown. Very, very worth it for them. Ooh. And Sion here gives his life for the tower. I suppose a worthy sacrifice, considering he could not get out until tower was down. Very fair here. Very, very good plays from the side of Whimsy&Joy. That team is definitely going to be making the rounds. This is already starting to look better for them. Confident Club's nuclear team ability rotations, like we had predicted, are now ending up being their downfall, because as soon as they run out of abilities, with a champion like Swain, they just end up not being able to kill it. That's all there is to it. And especially with them not being able to finish off Yunara in that previous fight, there's not much they could do to round up the numbers. Here they're looking to actually have a very aggressive contest on that upcoming dragon. With Swain still in top lane and 5-man in bot, if they manage to win this fight, this could be grounds for them to get both the dragon and the Autocon. Currently we're having some vision warfare, as 4 control wards have fallen in the mid lane as of late. Still more vision warfare. Having kind of a forced Drake here by Lilia, throwing that E. Ooh, Mo's getting caught out. And now it's a 5v5, just waiting for whichever team makes the first move. Molo's getting the hook out, Brimba.
Oh, big Diana.
Diana getting a 2-man ult.
A nice Nara to follow, but here comes Dober, here comes the Kiana, and they wipe out Whimsy&Joy in one fell sweep. Nano's the last one standing, and he better start running. He has a big shutdown in his head. He gets the teleport away, but sadly that doesn't.
I don't think that was all that necessary. No one was chasing you, Nano. Unfortunate use of your summoner spell. I think there the biggest issue is that Kiana was playing more as a skirmisher than an assassin, right? Because she went into the backline to hold off Nano while the actual team fight was happening elsewhere. That was a very interesting team fight, really, really interesting. Unfortunate for Brimba there, he went a bit too far away from his carry. Mr. Small had to had to stick with Nano, but Nano was not able to defend him. Not the kind of champion that we're playing in this rotation.
Yeah, just think
Let's see, yeah, that's
Diana backline
that's a good comeback for Confident Club. I think Diana again playing a bit too deep, committing a bit too much.
Yeah, needs the Zonias for sure. They had a good combination between the Nar Diana, but without the Swain follow-up or the Yunara follow-up, what does it really amount to at the end of the day?
2 second stun and nothing after that.
Oh no,
Nano
no.
getting caught out here.
In a tough
He has
position
backup
here.
for his
He uses the blast plant, but there's Sion on the side. Here comes Kiana as well, uses the ult and drops Nano.
Nano getting shut down.
Gets
Very
a big
unfortunate.
shutdown here back. Mr. Small flashes away. He's dealing damage, but this isn't enough. There's a Diana ult as well to compensate. Dr. Shabby on the side, falling low, but Unknown Memory finishes off Mr. Small, and there's 4 for none on the side of Comfy Club. And we see a teleport coming in to stop Zambiru split push on the tier 2, just to make sure that Whimsy&Joy get absolutely nothing.
Very unfortunate there for Whimsy&Joy. Not sure what the positioning around the objective was there, when there is no objective up. Nano unfortunately getting caught out. Not sure what he was doing an enemy red buff to begin with. It is not safe to rotate through those areas unless Brumba has warded them previously. Oh, but Zambiru maybe here picks up a nice kill just to get some sort of refund value from what happened in the lanes. Yeah, that's just about it. 1 free kill on Ziggs and then back to grey screen you go. Very unfortunate for Zambiru here. Now Yunar here trying to chase down Sion. Not sure how cash money this move is. Oh, no. Sion just presses the R button. Bye bye. Very interesting. He's just gonna chill here on the tower until the wave comes to him. Let's have a look through the stats all across the board. So shall we? We've got... Okay, we've got Lilia with more farm and 9 and 1. Jesus Christ, this is Dober's star performance, I'd say.
The good news about
well
it is
played.
that he can't play it again next game.
Yep, so this might be Whimsy&Joy's saving grace here if they have to go to game 5. Kiana at 8 and 1, an absolute nightmare on the Rift at the moment, giving absolutely no peace and quiet for the Yunara. Considering she is currently their biggest DPS and the biggest threat, with that Blade of the Rune King Runeons. Well, yeah, I'd say no. Nano is the biggest threat, the biggest DPS is still Yunara, because you let that champion right click you for long enough, you're just gonna die.
Confident Club lining up this Baron. The Lilia, the Kiana are just so strong together. A lot of damage threat coming out of them.
Very interesting here. Confident Club are trying to look for a skirmish as that 3-man, the Lilia, Leona, and Ziggs could be a one-shot. No, most definitely will be a one-shot depending on who gets caught. Zambiru here hovering around the bot lane. Probably trying to look for some sneaky vision. Something you could clear out maybe on the way to mid lane.
Oh, it seems like Dober has actually already started the Baron solo. And he does a fair
Wow.
chunk to it all on his own.
Well, who needs a team, am I right?
Yeah, Whimsy&Joy will not
But over
be...
here is ending up being a little bit low from that gameplay choice. Zambiru unfortunately loses his big form right before the big team fight. Lilia here fully stacked, but with shredded stats and only at half health, could be the Achilles heel in this fight. Everyone is flashing away, they do not want to fully commit to the fight until Nano is there. Nano arrives just in the nick of time. And that's it, the situation is dissolved, absolutely no one keeps fighting. Ooh, maybe Brimba.
They're itching for it. Both sides are kind of looking for the fight. Whimsy&Joy a bit more stacked currently towards this dragon.
This feels like a Western classic, you know, like a cowboy standoff. You know, they have their both guns drawn.
Oh, Lilia lands out.
And that's the first shot from Dober. Gets a nice ult out. Whimsy&Joy getting the time to react, but getting nuked into a wall. Nano getting burst through, Yunara not getting to DPS anyone whatsoever. And unfortunately, that's it. Confident Club, even with the ults coming in all little by little, managed to burst out and completely one-shot Whimsy&Joy. That was a clean sweep. Complete 5-1. Oh no, memory died somewhere. I didn't even notice.
Yeah, the sad part about that is that Mr. Small just finished his Infinity Edge as well.
Very unfortunate. I don't think Mr. Small here is going to get much value out of having an Infinity Edge unless he has a Lord Dominic's with it. Or if not, Lord Dominic's
Yeah, they're a bit too behind,
one
right?
reminder.
The Lilia
They're a
and
bit too
Kiana just
behind
so
him.
strong.
No. Most definitely. Here, he wants to get that percent armor penetration out as fast as he can. Considering Sion is level 17, dear lord above. Would you look at that? Sion is level 17, having had played PvE the entire game. And Leona is...
We need Zhonya's
tanky
for
as
Swain
usual.
as well. That would have been a big Zhonya's
definitely.
moment there. Alright. Is Whimsy&Joy still in it, guys? Or is this it? Do Comfy Club
I think
walk
they're
away
hanging
with
on.
the second
I
win?
think they're hanging on. Very unfortunate for Whimsy&Joy here. They didn't itemize their carries properly. Here, Diana, since she's playing from behind, probably should have opted for that Bloodletters and for a... what's it called again?
Abyssal.
Abyssal Mask, yes, most definitely. Thank you for the cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, he should have opted for those two items on
And
top
Swain
of his...
goes for Zhonya's instead.
Yes,
the
yes,
Bloodletter.
most definitely. I think Swain here should have probably itemized more defensive. Because I don't know if our viewers know this yet, but when you're behind, you want to itemize more offensively. When you're ahead, you want to itemize more defensively. Because you getting shut down or making a misplay could be what brings you to your knees. But when you're behind, you can't really lose much more. So you just gotta get that aggressive build out to try and get more out of it. What do you think?
Yeah. Try to help each other out.
Unfortunately here, Diana getting caught out in the jungle, alone, trying to play that vision game.
Goes in, drops the ult on Batman. Brimba's on the side with Mr. Small. Unknown Memory trying to find the ult. The Lilia gets a good sleep and down goes Brimba. It's 2 for none. Nothing really happening
Mr.
on
Small
the
is
side
not
of
getting to
Whimsy&Joy.
play the game there. Kiana is actually terrorizing him this game. I don't know if you're seeing the mental warfare yet, but when Kiana goes in for the fight, she picks up the grass element, right? And she just places it and sits in it, waiting for Mr. Small to walk back up for auto attacks. Which he cannot do absolutely. He has to flash away and leaves the team fight way too early. These fights in jungle are absolutely not beneficial for Whimsy&Joy here. Alright, and they get a bot lane tower, leave inhib open, and actually no, they destroy the inhib and they leave. Wow. This is a very unfortunate fall of Rome kind of situation that we're having here. Nano, coming out of that top lane, was really, really strong with that Mage Eyes almost being fully stacked, but is now unfortunately facing the backlash from the rest of his team slacking off. Very, very unfortunate. A bit of midfielding here happening. Confident Club are moving up towards another Baron, maybe? Could there be another Baron at this moment? No, they have it. Oopsies. Moving up with their Baron. That just expired. Forget about me, bro.
Now we get the hook here. Unknown
Whimsy&Joy
Memory
getting
drops
a
the
nice
ult.
catch out on Diana.
There's the sleep as well, but Zhonya's gets popped and this could be a good fight. Nano attack is falling though. Dober on the side drops himself and there's a big shutdown coming onto Zambiru. We're at a 2-for-1 state here, but no Kiana ult and he's out of the fight. It's just Shabby and
Here, if
Baruka
Mr. Small
here.
gets the reset and he comes back just in time, he could pop some more damage here. But what is that damage? That tower gets deleted instantly.
Yeah, that's Ziggs here doing his stuff. Whimsy&Joy can't catch a
Ziggs.
break. It was looking really strong in the early game, but
But
not
again,
really
having
working
no
out.
Zanya on that Swain is becoming a really big hindrance. I'm not sure here why the Fimbulwinter was selected over a Zanya pick.
Because it's Christmas.
I think this could be our classic itemization diff. Also not sure again why Zambiru is picking to buy Kane Krukern here, considering most of the DPS is probably coming from Kiana. Actually, no, I think he's fighting Lilia more than anything. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, the damage from Lilia is strong, but it's mostly coming out as true damage. And at this point, I mean, it's the entire... Everyone's like kind of dealing a lot. But if he can negate at least a bit of the Lilia damage, he has natural armor against the Kiana, I guess. Alright, Batman
Also,
gets hit a bit. There's the Kiana ult, drops onto 3.
the Kiana whiffs. Nano, having with that Seeker's Arm Guard, gets a nice Zonya through all the damage. Here manages to hold out just long enough for Yunar to start doing some real damage. Unfortunately, Silence Passive comes up and forces Yunar out of the fight. Lilia here getting to go onto that dragon for free.
What a huge difference with the Swain. Zonya's there, does a lot of damage and stays up for a long time. Imagine if the gold was different on the Fimbulwinter, on the Magi's, you know? Or maybe on the, we got the Shismal, the Abyssal Mask on the Diana. Small stuff like this. But this looks like a Comfy Club game, and so far so good. Well played, especially to Unknown Memory and Dober. Really showing off on their picks. Paruk, of course, has a great KDA, but his job was a little less flashy. And Confident Club tie it up 2 for 2 in the best of 5. Alright, we're back. One more game before we take, of course, like an hour break, and then we go on to the lower bracket. But this is the creme de la creme semi-finals. Win or lose, that's it. Whimsy&Joy Confident Club. Game 5, best of 5 fearless draft. It's a bit scary, yeah? 60 champions
Scariest
will not
match of
be
the-
available.
Scariest match of the day, I think. No, so far at least.
I'm gonna make a quick poll starting now. Who will win this? Let's see. Of course, it would be really nice to see Whimsy&Joy winning this, as they are the... So I guess most people are supporting them. Confident Club being the sort of foreign team, but in that sense, we got good games, and that's what we want to deliver. Oh, the Jarvan was left available. Now, do they have an answer? Oh, wait, I'm blind. That's Whimsy&Joy that took it on the first pick. Nice, good.
Hey, they take the same Jarvan they banned last round. They're still going with
Yes.
the double jungle ban, getting rid of Shinjao and Ivern.
Yeah, both of
Confident
which.
Club opening with the exact same ban rotation. They absolutely do not want to see Aurora, Shen, or Karma. Galio Smolder, another late game comp from Confident Club, coming in with the champion with infinite scaling and one of the best mid lane tanks in the game. Sorry, no, probably the best mid lane tank in the game. Varus here getting hovered as a counter option. You know, don't forget about the Darken Arrow. You know, one-shotting almost everything he sees. Ooh, Lucian getting picked instead. A bit unusual. I think I would have stuck with the Varus here. What do you think?
Yeah, I like Nushin Nami here for sure. If they can
Ah,
deny
Lushanami.
the
Okay, I
stats.
see. They're gonna pick a more aggressive comp to try and mow down Smolder during the
Especially
laning
with the
phase.
Jarvan, you have a very strong sort of both side jungle here for the objectives. Now, something that could deter them here, I think, is... Oi, oi, oi. It could be Lee Sin. I'm not even joking. Like, this champ is like
Ooh.
very strong early to mid game, even when behind. So he could definitely...
Let's not forget, in the right hands, Lee Sin becomes an absolute monster. This could have been the ace in the hat, you know?
Yeah, but good news. It will be Paruka back to the jungle, as far as I know. Dober does not play the Lee Sin. So we should be having Dober on Smolder in the bot lane. Well, I mean, it's a Smolder, right? You just press Q, you press W. How hard could it be? I Azir banned out, now Gragas next. We need some more oomph here from Whimsy and Joy. Aurora's banned as well. I don't know what's left for Nano to play here, honestly. I'm kind of scared for him.
I wonder if Nico has been picked out yet. Has she? She has.
Yeah, they played Nico as well, and it's like
Maybe we
really...
could see Nano and Lissandra. What do you think?
I don't know why
With this kind
Kiana...
of team, maybe he could pick a champion that just gets to point and click and shut down the enemy champions.
Oh yeah, Lissandra, he could do that. It's true. Let's see.
Quay also getting banned out. They do not want Nano on any control mages.
Yeah.
Let's see if how Nano navigates this situation. Being last game's super carry, we have high expectations of him for this match, don't we?
Yep. Let's see.
Soraka getting banned out. They do not want any sustain from the bot lane. Whimsy enjoyed locking in Soraka. Okay. No banana bot lane. Confident club now. Having the top laner and support as the only champions that haven't been picked yet. You know, Whimsy and Joy have that top lane and mid lane still pending. Confident club once again getting that last pick from their red side. The first champion they will hover or pick out. Still unknown. Let's give them a second.
Yeah, let's see. I'm a bit unsure about what's going on at the moment. Galio... Ay.
Confident Club decide to absolutely not pick a champion. Thank you, Confident Club. They're going to be playing 4v5. No, just kidding. They said Alistar just a few seconds later in the chat.
They picked
So
Nocturne.
let's assume that there is going to be Mr. Beef instead of none. Brimba says okay. So Whimsy and Joy have received the communications. The Alistar champion should be there. Now, so do you have like a pocket picture of Alistar? Maybe you could hover it onto the none.
Working on it.
Okay. Cho'Gath here getting picked from Whimsy and Joy. Very good all-rounder champion. I mean, you can't really go wrong with a massive HP bar that walks around the map. I'd say he's good frontline, just, you know, a bit iffy when he's frontlining against someone like Lee Sin, because he could just get kicked back into his Lucian Naomi and just one-shot them. But again, not a bad blind pick either, I'd say. And Whimsy and Joy here. Vayne? Pick out the Vayne champion. They have decided that they will have 3 squishies and Jarvan and Cho'Gath as their frontline. Cho'Gath probably being the jungler and Vayne here being the top laner. I'm not sure I'm seeing the vision. Whimsy and Joy, this draft has left us very confused. Who's where, what's what.
Okay, it's a Cho'Gath mid into the Galio, which I think is pretty good. And it's a Vayne top blind, which is, you know, Pepega.
Into Malphite.
And yeah, Malphite is there. Okay, this could be a rough one, but let's see.
Zambiru, let's have some hope. We've seen your Vayne before. It has been quite prominent. But into Malphite, I'm not sure that your champion would do too well. Now, let's see. Will the players decide to invoke the rule to have a look at who's playing what?
Yes,
That is the real
let's
question.
do it.
Don't forget, guys, the LCM has a rule where you need to tell the other team what player is playing which champion, not the lane. Not the lane, okay? Lane swaps are allowed in-game, as we saw last match, at any and all time. Okay, so Confident has dropped their
to be
champion
sure.
rotation. So we have Shabby on Malphite as the top laner. Paruka is now on Lee Sin, he's back to being the jungler, I assume.
Right.
Dober as Smolder. And Unknown Memory as Galio. Very interesting.
Let's see if we start. Alright, let's do it.
Okay, Confident Club, very confident. They do not even want to know who Whimsy and Joy are playing. Or who's playing what on Whimsy and Joy, so They just say that they're ready and head straight on into the match. This match, let's hope our good friend Nano does not suffer with the Forsaken draft bug.
We didn't really take any time to talk a bit about the draft, but Lucian Nami against
We'll
Smolder
take a second while
Alistar,
they're loading here.
should
Yep.
be very Lucian Nami favored from level 2 to 3. Alistar especially cannot lane into this. Cho'Gath against Galio should be Cho'Gath favored. Better wave clear, better sustain overall. And even later on, like with the ult, it's a bit more utilitarian, of course. The Galio kind of wants to protect Smolder. Confident Club kind of have this problem where if Smolder dies, where's their damage? While Whimsy and Joy at least have a lot of damage threat. My only real concern is Vayne top lane. I know it's in good hands, but this is really the like ace in the hole that I don't know really what to do with it. If he's allowed, yes, definitely a strong champion in good hands as well, in the hands of Zambiro. He's played it a lot, so but Malphite, you know, can just press Q on repeat, and there's really little to nothing Vayne can do about it. I don't know. Do you have anything else to add to that, Mr. Cheeky?
Well, I say we should look at the actual champion cards during the loading screen here, because our draft analysis here could have been completely off the mark. Let's give it a second to swap around screens, shall we? Because here actually we're having a very unusual champion pick rotation, right? Brimbug and Mr. Small are staying on that Nami Lucian, of course. Jarvan is in the jungle. That's not contested. Zambiru is actually on Cho'Gath, and Nano has decided to pick Vayne.
Oh my god.
Completely unprecedented and unexpected here, but I think this confusing pick rotation that they've decided for has left Nano mid laning. DC. Okay, we're having a small pause. Okay, we get to talk about this a little bit.
Yeah, I'm so
Leaves Nano
baffled.
here in the mid lane.
Like,
Leaves Nano in the mid lane as Vayne into Galio. I think this is a very favored matchup for him, actually.
for both sides, to be honest, but yeah,
Yeah, because don't forget, Cho'Gath into Malphite is a favorable matchup for Cho'Gath, considering he does max health magic damage. Max health percent magic damage. So he'll go right through Malphite's defenses, and don't forget, Malphite can run away all he wants, but Cho'Gath is a sustained monster, so it doesn't matter if he Qs him, E's him, pokes him. So long as he doesn't 100 to 0 Cho'Gath, which Malphite cannot really do, Cho'Gath here comes out on top at every minute in the game. This is a very interesting draft rotation they've picked.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
We're going for a red side cover here, quite the standard stuff. Nano indeed confirming that he's in mid lane, sits right in front of tower, as if to show off the enemy. Very unfortunate from Confident Club that it does not decide to invoke the... Should we give this rule a name?
what? No. I mean,
Should we give
the rules are coming from pro play. Like, regardless of like, I understand there's a lot of opinions. I myself, my own team lost like games because of it as well. I understand it's hard to draft against it, but if the argument is that that's the proper format, that's what we do.
I see, okay.
It's not me
Well,
that came
in
up
any
with it,
case-
for sure.
Well, in any case, we have the rule being invoked here, but Confident Club decided to not even bother with it, so they did not know who's laning against who. Actually, Galio and Malphite here lane swap, so Malphite decides to go to mid as a countermeasure, and Galio sticks to top lane. Very unusual, as Galio would have wanted to stick to mid, but I think I can see why they would
I
do
mean,
this.
for example, like in game 3, top and mid swapped for the majority of the game, right? Or game 4, what it was. Like,
It was game 4, it was game 4.
what do
yeah,
you,
they
what do you
swapped,
do
but-
about that, you know? So mid
No,
went top.
nothing. That's quite fine. No, I'm
And,
saying that the
even
issue
here,
here is that...
The Vayne and Cho'Gath, they didn't know who's going where.
Yep, so they just decided to do a swappy roundy. Ooh. I mean, Lucian already getting nasty trades on that Smolder. He's not allowed to walk up for minions. Not unless the minions walk up for him, I guess. Cho'Gath here, for some reason, posting up aggressive, waiting for that level 2 timer. Trying to force Galleon into some unfavorable trades. Vayne is still stuck in mid laning against Malphite. Unfortunately, not the best matchup on planet Earth. Both junglers on approximately the same clear timing, entering the jungles at the same time. Leeson and Jarvan, what kind of a jungle is that, Janssen? As a jungle professional, what could you tell us about this matchup?
They're fairly equal. Lee Sin just tends to win against almost everyone, but yeah, I think Jarvan should scale a bit better, easier to execute, engage as well. It depends on the Lee Sin though. Lee Sin kind of has everything you want in a jungler, for the most case. His clear speed could be a bit better, but he's against the Jarvan, so fairly equal.
So it's not really a contest in that department.
Yeah.
Maybe if he was against a Chinese Graves, then he'd struggle a little bit. Ooh. Okay, we're seeing some fist fighting in the top lane. Unfortunately, Cho'Gath coming down on those trades. Let's not forget Cho'Gath's main damage type is magic damage, unless we ignore his ult, of course. So long as we ignore his ult, at least. So, yeah, Galio's shield, W shield passive just blocks that. For the time being, mid lane now is getting covered by Lee Sin. Or he's just doing a drive-by, trying to get that quick dual Scuttle Crab. Meanwhile, Jarvan is left with the bot lane that's pushed in and nothing for him to do. Very unfortunate here. Maybe if Jarvan started clearing his red to blue, he would have been able to help out Cho'Gath here. Who's currently being, I'd say, abused a little bit under his own tower. Not too favorable of a matchup for him. Nami here just chilling in the bot lane, walking up a little bit too much. Not sure if the Alistar here saw the potential to just flash Q and then W her into tower. The headbutt here would have probably given them either a flash out from Nami or a possible early kill. I think Badman's choosing to be the nice guy with no enemies this time around though. Getting a ping for Jarvan moving to that mid lane. Vayne unfortunately almost getting killed by sheer accident in mid. Ooh. And that's 2 flashes gone. Not too shabby. And the Jarvan. I don't know what to call this Jarvan. That looks like letter spam to me.
The what?
Well, the Jarvan's name, that looks like letter spam to me. I'm not sure what to call him.
IHFW.
IHOW.
Yeah.
Interesting name. Again, more letter spam. EP.
Oh, here it comes.
Ooh. Interesting fight happening in the bot lane here.
Flash
Alistar
heat
using
here.
his flash to get a nice engage.
The Q lands.
Lee Sin
And that's
lands
it.
everything, but unfortunately Lucian and Nami get to just walk away for free thanks you to Nami's passive. Another lane swap here. Cho'Gath has now walked into mid lane. Malphite gets level 6 before him because Cho'Gath had an unfortunate back in top lane. Still no kills happening around the map. Because blood has not been claimed. But yeah, here we are, just Cho'Gath simply arriving to lane has already brought Malphite down to half health. That is to say, Malphite has not recalled yet. Lee Sin takes the first dragon of the game here. Actually no, Jarvan arrives on time, maybe he can contest for a steal?
He doesn't learn,
no.
does he? 5 games.
No.
Okay. This time at least he doesn't get punished, or does he? No. Okay.
No,
But
at least that was a fair attempt at a steal. I think our dear friend Jarvan here would have had a better chance if he was there just a little bit early and had some backup from his bot lane. But with no stress, no real precedent for panic, Haruka just gets the nice smite and leaves for free, continuing his jungle camp clear.
Yeah.
First Drake for the team with 3 tanks.
I got a bit
Ocean
scared
Drake,
there
very
for
favorable.
IHFW if he drops the first blood. But at least, you know, he tried the smite off. Was not successful this time.
HFW here has a lot of pressure on him as the jungler. Considering he had a bit of a scuff up in his previous games, he really doesn't have much room for error here. Considering he's, after all, Jarvan, you know, the champion that's supposed to bring the team together. Here just getting some simple auto attack trades in mid, nothing too outstanding. Shabby and Zambiru just having the average tank lane. Both still trying to do trades here. Yeah, Smolder's not being allowed to play properly. Nano almost getting killed here in mid, but manages to escape. Keeps kiting. He's very ballsy here. Maybe even too ballsy for his own good.
Oh, stays alive. But now he goes back in. Is he nuts? No, he's just...
I think Nano here was playing way too aggressive there. Maybe he was expecting a bit too much from his team. Nami was actually getting held up by Alistar while coming up. And now she's facing the horns of the bull, giving first blood to Confident Club once more. Yikes. That was not the best play that could have happened during that moment. I think Nano should have just called it quits and said, no, don't come for me, I get to leave. Again, no clue if that actually happened, because we don't get to listen to their communications, but nonetheless, there's some room for play here, considering almost everyone was in bot lane. Here, Whimsy&Joy are picking up the scraps by getting a free Void Grubs without any contest. Maybe Malphite just gave them a quick capoeira dance. Lee Sin getting caught out while invading here. Ooh is caught during his war jump, stunned by LeBron James, aka Nami, and dies. Very well played to Nano and Brimba here, very nice rotation, good catch.
And that's exactly what they need to do. And here comes the Jarvan out, he traps in the Galio, and without flash he does not have an escape. The last hit comes through and Nano gets it, that's a 2-0 Vayne coming into this mid game.
Very nice, very nice. This, Malphite gets a rock solid engage in top lane. Manages to grab a free kill and is now being shredded by minions. If he doesn't back on time here, Jarvan could come in and do some cleanup work.
Yeah,
One Jarvan shows what you got. Jumps over the wall, smite, auto attack, and just beats Malphite to death in a bush.
Or does he?
Oh!
Oh my god, HFW with the flash! Q there!
Very nice, very well played from him here. He's regaining his honor from the previous games, both present in the mid lane and in the top lane, catching a proxying Malphite out. Very nice from him. He's probably not going to be getting sent to the gulag after this match now. Let's hope he keeps up his performance throughout the match. Because realistically speaking, here the bot lane has a very nice opportunity for a fight that they could win. But Alistar is just a bit too strong. Lucian is getting bursted down. And they get to disengage here. Okay, very nice. But that was a TP from Not Too Shabby. With no ult, I'm not sure what Malphite could do here.
Oh no, the Jarvan engages. And he's going a bit in
Jarvan
too
here,
deep.
very out of position, sacrifices himself, gives his life for the bot lane.
And the Vayne isn't
Very
really that
interesting.
kind of mid lane champion that can just rotate and clear a wave, so he has to push in the mid lane.
I'd say this is quite favorable even for Whimsy&Joy because Vayne gets to push mid lane uncontested for a small period of time, gets 2 plates as well. Maybe here if he could just clear out this wave and get a cheeky recall in and come back to lane before anything else happens, they would end up being on top after this. Because don't forget, with that many people burning their summoner spells and running to the opposite side of the map, it leaves a lot of room for gameplay.
Over and Madman here in a bit of a bad position. The flash is used, but the Jarvan EQ will be coming up soon. He has the ultimate ability available to him, Cataclysm, and will be locking in. No, well, if they kept chasing.
Apparently they just decided, you know what, Lee Sin is here, I'm gonna turn around and leave.
Yes.
Vayne here does not get a cheeky lane clear and to recall. Instead has to take a really bad back because Malphite came in to disrupt him. And with a TP from Badman, let's not forget the secret unsealed spellbook technology, and with 5-man at Drake, they're looking to probably confirm that second objective for Feats of Strength. Really pulling out all the stops completely. Not sure why Zambiriki would be recalling if they get to see that Galiosh has shown up at the dragon. They do not get to see it. No, instead they rotate as a 3-man towards mid lane. Or? No, just Malphite. Alright, and with Unknown Memory having had walked down all the way to the dragon just to sniff a bush and leave, they get the free dragon. With Zambiru rotating back to mid lane and Nano following up into top. This feels like, you know, castling in chess. This feels like a game where you get to castle infinitely. You're just swapping back and forth all the time. But with that, it's the favorable matchup versus the non-favorable matchup that they're trying to go for here.
Yeah, I love that.
So long as
they
the
turned
swaps
on
keep
for it.
happening. Yeah, so long as the swaps here keep happening, Whimsy&Joy will stay on top. The bot lane, Mr. Small, not getting to do too much pressuring on Doper, considering he hasn't even died yet, and he's sitting at 100 stacks, 100 CS and 80 stacks of his passive Dragon Practice. Is it called Dragon Practice? Yeah, Dragon Practice, right. Unfortunately, we had Nano burning his ult in top lane while he got ganked. He gets out with no gray screen. Very nice. We're seeing a lot of pings happening around the bot lane. I'm assuming they're trying to do a gank sometime soon, but holy, the bot lane is warded to hell and back. Sambiru here on Chocho, putting some pressure on the mid lane. Probably would manage to get a plate if he didn't have that Bambi Cinder on him. Ooh, but now they're having a fight in bot. Lucian, unfortunately, getting caught out first thing. Oh, no, he gets to escape with a quick dash.
Oh, and there's the Nami passive.
Just
The
in time.
Q lands though
No,
from
but then he
downtown
gets
as
caught
Paruka
out.
lands it. Here comes Zambiru though. And that should be
Sambiru just in the
decent
nick
trouble.
of time, he's here to save the day. Gets ulted, but Nami flashes out, manages to waste some more time from their carries. And with flashes being thrown left, right, and center,
And there's a flash
there we go.
feast
Sambiru
from
flashes
Zambiru.
to get a bite of that prime rib, Alistar. Top lane still having fist fights here, nothing too outstanding. Galio like a true champ, pops on combo and runs away really quickly. Pair platings have fallen, but Zambiru catches the last plate right before that is the case. Overall, a good rotation, I'd say, like 30 summoner spells later maybe. Ooh, Lucian here could get a kill on Malphite. We're not quite sure. No, Malphite just manages to tank it out, with no crits coming out from Mr. Small for that moment. Very unfortunate, coming in at almost 50% crit chance. Ooh. Nano here could have made a mistake by walking into that bush. I think even without Alistar's presence here, that would have been a very lethal positioning. Considering Galio does have some very surprising burst damage. Very well played from Nano, not exercising a lot of control in the top lane. Galio here, however, gets to push out a wave thanks to Hollow Radiance and just recall, while Nano is stuck picking up the scraps in his own lane. Jarvan here tried to dual camp, but unfortunately the camp ran out of patience or something along those lines. He's stuck wasting just a little bit of time on clearing his blue one. They're now trying to position for a play in mid lane, but Jarvan is spotted a bit early. He gets to fight Alistar, and they cage him and gun him down, but with such a rotation of ultimate abilities, the only team that would really end up on top is Comfortable Club, considering Small just gets to stack for free. More TPs coming into the mid lane, 5-man here, present from Malphite having his ult up, Unstoppable Force. Could do the secret flash ult gameplay, but Mr. Small and Nano both have flash up, let's hope that they get to actually use it. Jarvan getting hit by...
Oh, there's a big
at least
taunt.
his Q.
Landed with the Malphite ult to follow. Whimsy&Joy fighting it, Paruka falling low. And the Q from Nano lands, he's on a killing spree. It's a 2-for-1 play so far. Oh, 1-for-1, sorry, it's both junglers, it's fault.
Nano still has his ghost and his ult up, he's trying to force
He pops
more
the
fight
ult.
out.
The Malphite ult is not there, the flash taunt from Galio misses. And Nano's running amok with Confident Club. We see Mr. Small trying to accomplish the same here, gets zoned out of the fight, and down he goes. Meanwhile, Unknown Memory gets the full combo off. Nano's on a rampage and flashes out. And this looks like the end of this play. In the end, 2-for-2. Oh, do they turn it around? That's a 3-for-3. A nice headbutt pulverize from Badman 420. Finds Nano in the effect.
Most impressive team fighting there. Very unfortunate that the two ADCs had to stick around for so long. Their frontline is not as tanky as they'd like him to be just yet. This is still the mid game. We don't have that kind of frontlining yet.
There's the shutdown. That's
Ooh,
why
and I don't
Cho'Gath
get-
does
I don't get
so
what Mr.
good
Shabu was doing there.
against these tanks. The damage coming out from the Cho'Gath is just absurd.
Not sure what Mr. Shabu was doing there. He was kind of DMing him. Malphite buys Frozen Heart. Your biggest issue is not the ADCs, brother. Zambiru is doing crazy damage to you, and you're not even noticing it yet. But with that said, he is kind of aiming to be the anti-ABC missile, which he's very successful at so far. Let's hope he gets to play out this Malphite fantasy, and we'll see him going to the late game with that. Then maybe he'll bring it back around.
Whimsy,
Nano
whimsy,
here.
whimsy, whimsy, whimsy,
Whimsy,
whimsy,
whimsy.
whimsy, 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 whimsy.
I'd say
yeah.
we're rooting for Nano the most here, even though all of Whimsy is putting on a stellar performance. Now here, once again, the carry, ending essentially his laning phase in 4-0. Well, considering he's playing 2 laning phases, let's just leave it at that 4-0. But then, unfortunately, getting shut down last fight for a 4-1, same thing as last game. He is not having the best of luck in the team fighting, especially with how far out on top he ends up. So it's very easy for the enemy team to just focus him down.
Meanwhile, we have
no
174 stacks on Smolder, almost up to that 10 per minute fantasy. So well done to Dover.
Yeah. Nano here getting ganked, has to pop his ult just to not get one shot, takes cannon instead.
Thank you, Shiba,
It's
for the
whatever.
Prime. Appreciate the effort. If you guys have free Prime, hey, give it a try with League of Malta. Oi, oi, oi. You get the oi, oi, oi emote. You see Nano here doing
Nano
some
here being an
excellent
absolute
zoning.
terrorist in the top lane.
And there's Rift Herald
Both,
secured.
both getting zoned on and zoned off and zoning the enemy team.
And there it is.
Manages to pick up a
Oh,
kill
nice
on
dodge
that
by
Revolution.
Mr. Small.
Dodges Malphite.
Nano playing the games of his life.
Oof. Shogat here, unfortunately not in a great position for himself because he's giving Smolder free stacks. Brimba getting caught out by the bull, but the bull is a bull, so there's no follow-up on that one. We're seeing Nano playing the top laner fantasy here, getting to split push with no contest. Malphite probably coming up to stop him, but with no ult, I'm not sure how far he'll get. Especially against Vayne and Jarvan. They're getting pinged back, maybe that Herald gets one last charge. More skirmishing here happening in the mid lane. Cho'Gath getting to walk away more or less, thanks to Nami.
The damage is unreal from this Cho'Gath with the Nami. Dober gets engaged on and down goes Smolder. That's all Confident Club have in terms of damage. Paruka tries to get the damage across onto Small, but Small just pushes away with Brimba healing him up. Paruka down. And there's the 3rd kill of the match. Unknown Memory Falls. That's a 3-4-0 play in favor of Whimsy&Joy. And now Atakan's next in the objective list. This is Whimsy&Joy's
very
game.
clean reverse sweep here. Very clean reverse sweep. I'm really liking how they're making taking advantage of Cho'Gath's natural tankiness, with how much HP he can just have, because they're just simply focusing the heals onto their DPSs. Meanwhile, Nami applies that very powerful E onto Cho'Gath, allowing him to chase down DPSs like there's no tomorrow. I mean, Dober there got caught out without even a second to react to it. He got nuked essentially, to put it simply.
Big time
Wow.
damage.
Very, very interesting tank game.
I mean, to be fair, look at Malphite builds. Come on, look at Malphite build. Let's be honest here. That is Malignance and full armor Malphite, right? Against Cho'Gath that has the Nami E and...
Let's not forget, he's picking armor into a team with
Imperial.
Cho'Gath max health % damage, Jarvan with a Q that shreds 30% resistances, and a Black Cleaver now. Vayne, who's not even building crits, she's just building for those brawler stats, you know, having that Trinity Force and Ginsu's, just to pump out more Ws, true damage. Lucian is the only one really getting upset by this, but he's not even focusing him. He has enough mobility to get to the backline. And Nami with Imperial Mandate is just getting to chunk him out. Malphite really is not getting to have a good time. Nonetheless, let's not forget, he's rock solid. He gets to just press R button and one-shot someone. Some fighting here could be awaited in the mid lane. We're looking at a 4-man group from both teams actually. They're just kind of fighting around the Raptors. Very interesting objective they've decided for themselves.
Oh, there's the Malphite ult. It only clips HFW and Paruka goes deep too far. Nano gets the first kill of the fight. And now no Malphite ult. No Alistar engage. Malphite forced to flash, but is it enough? That's a very squishy Malphite. And he goes down with the flash as Nano attack goes in. Zambiru is next up. And a big alt Cataclysm here from IHFW locks into Badman for 20 and Dober. And now the flash from Mr. Small to secure the kill on the back line there as Dober falls. And the turret is being focused down here by the remainder of Whimsy&Joy. While the EQ lands on Badman, being the 4th kill of the game. That's an ace for a kill. Zambiru being the only one dropping from Whimsy&Joy's side. And that's a mid lane turret, a dragon. And probably all their fears have now been released and relaxed. I'm pretty sure
Whimsy&Joy, they're getting a really nice team fight out. Zambiru tanking the tower for the entire duration of that fight. Holy Cho'Gath utility. We're seeing him as the big sponge that he is, being used exactly for what he's built for. Lucian, Mr. Small, and Nano on the Vayne have been absolutely amazing in that team fight. I mean, you definitely saw Vayne dipping in and out of combat, getting the optimal DPS, despite having every ability thrown at him. He manages to both flash and roll out of every skill shot that's flown his way. Alistar headbutting the Pulverize doesn't even land on him, despite being perfectly timed from Badman. He manages to dodge a Galio's heroic entry. I mean, it's the dream, bro, the dream. Absolute cinema. Nano is really putting on a performance. I'd be surprised to say if that this man is. I'd be surprised if this man isn't shaking by the end of the game with how much he's probably going through right now. It's either he's hyped as hell or he's in his chair shaking right now, asking like, guys, come on, we got this. You know, I'm definitely seeing both realities here at once.
He's good. He just hit master, you know. He's feeling calm, cool, collected.
Very impressive. He must be having a really good time this this new year with the performance.
Yes. Oh, madam.
Maybe we'll rename it. You know, year 2026. You know, year of the Nano.
Year of the Nano.
Really big pile up here from Confident Club.
Oh,
Jarvan coming in
HFW
with the face check.
might have found himself in a bit of danger. The Lucian ult gets popped, but the ult is chosen to go in here. Cataclysm used. Mr. Small gets engaged on by Not Too Shabby on the side. Here comes the Smolder ult. A lot of attempts here onto Mr. Small. He does go down in the end, but here comes Nano. And that's a 1 kill. And a 2 kill. But in the end, it's so far a 2-for-2 play. But Nano once more. Can he get more? Triple kill for Nano. The Alistar combo there.
Getting caught out just a little bit, but the burn from Smolder expires just in time before they execute. And that's a quadra kill that he would have actually gotten a penta there. Very interesting Cho'Gath there, ulting 1 minion just to get an eat stack to not get killed by tower.
Yeah, we can see all the stars
Cho'Gath
aligned.
really pulling his weight there, despite Jarvan going in alone and holding off the entire enemy team. Nano gets the DPS everyone down, and Cho'Gath just holds that front line. He was getting DPS by 4 people at once, and he didn't even flinch, I'd say. I didn't even see what happened to Mr. Small there at that team fight. Did he get killed?
Yeah. He was hit by Nano.
Casualties among the
He almost
casualties among the Confident Club are being paid back in full. I mean, Mr. Small's not getting to play the game here.
Nano stole Zambiru's pentakill. True.
No. Naughty boy. Oh yeah, we get to play this game out a little bit more here. Nano being the biggest carry in the team at the moment. If he gets shut down, will Whimsy&Joy get to actually win out their team fights? Let's hope that is the case.
Baron could get stolen. Lee Sin, such a strong champion to take Barons. What was that smite? That was a really risky play.
No, don't worry. Zambiru had him covered. There. If Lee Sin was further positioned up, he would have gotten silence there. And then he wouldn't have been able to smite. Very unfortunate from Confident Club. They did not get to contest that Baron even. This could be grounds here for an end game, considering their team fighting has been superb so far. Flash up on Mr. Small and coming up on Nano. They could really try to bait out a nice fight.
Whimsy&Joy start the push here. This could be the last thing we see before the end of the match. Confident Club need to win this to continue. Whimsy&Joy will be going to the finals if they win this match.
Now there's just abilities flying everywhere. They do not want to wait.
HFW goes in, and so does Not Too Shabby. Gets the Cataclysm. Nano's taking a lot of damage. 2 turrets and a Smolder. He goes down. And now it's
Shogat
Zambiro,
not
Brimban,
getting the
Mr.
front
Small
line.
left against Dober and Unknown Memory.
Zambiro is kind of panicking here. He's just throwing abilities into the air. He's not even managing to focus down the champions. The Whimsy and Joy have to back off now. Unfortunately, we had 2 towers focusing Nano. The Jarvan died by himself there. Not very optimal for their team. Ooh, LeBron Nami coming in with a very clutch bubble. This could be a reverse rotation here. They could flip it around and just go back for the end again. No. Alright. With Malphite back, almost having his ult, thanks to that Malignance, he's now going to be way more present as an issue. They're going to try and just go for that easy camp tech here, considering the jungler is down from Confident Club. Hopefully picking it up and going for another attempt at ending the game. This could also be dragged on to the next Baron. I would not know, because after all, these kinds of games are a little bit unpredictable. With Smolder reaching fusing altitude with his execute not too long ago.
Yeah,
We're now facing a very annoying bot lane, so to say.
316 stacks on the Smolder. Zambiro has 11 Cho'Gath stacks of his own. Make that 12.
Big HP bar versus Big Shred.
2k
See the
held by.
unstoppable force versus the immovable object. Well, despite Malphite being the unstoppable force, this is not the character we're picking for this metaphor. It's the Smolder. Let's see. They're deciding to just take that bot lane tower. Very easy job for them. Not an issue whatsoever. Cho'Gath positioning up more aggressively than ever.
See, the tower is getting
Jarvan's
pelted here.
just frontlining to try and take that tower. He proceeds to take that Cho'Gath yet again on the offside, trying to take an off angle at this team fight. Just deciding that, you know, if something happens, I could easily just walk for their back.
Oh, they're such clumped up for the Malphite. I don't know why he didn't flash ulted them. That could have been really dangerous, but maybe they're considering the flashes from Whimsy and Joy as well. Whimsy just need the waves to crash here into the turret, and they can look to
Let's
end.
not be too impatient here if there are too many abilities flying around.
Jarvan's walking up, and there's the Malphite ult, combined with the Smolder. The turret goes down, but so does IHFW. Nano forced out of the fight. We see on the backline there is Zambiro doing a lot of damage. And Paruka falls down.
Just to kill out Lee Sin.
This
And
is
that's
it, guys.
That's a clean
Whimsy
sweep
and Joy
for
win the match.
Whimsy and Joy.
And best of 5
Hey.
shit, Mario.
Let's go. Well played, all. GG's. Very impressive from Whimsy and Joy. Really unexpected game pick from Nano. Even more so unexpected that he carried the whole game.
Hello, Whimsy and Joy coach. Yeah. jena tajf t-tħosni, xtaqt, maħx, inti tara series bħalla twila ilna d-dej minn nofsinar. Imma passoltu t-talt ma jasal imkien. U b'somma kellna Game 5, kienu forsi kemm xej stressanti, kien hemm naqa ċarizzi fuq ir-regoli u naħseb ħajkun għatem like xi affarijiet nitkellmu fuqhom id-dera ma Oh yeah. Vera? Oh no. Not a chance. Daw l-streamers m'għandhomx idea x'qed jagħmlu. Alright, provessa, test, għet nisimaw
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Nistawa.
Mela. Alright, so bdejta dinna bħal kontu ovvjament lob tajbin kienu u ma tafx eżatt l-official ruling imma nitċaraw wara għek going into it kif inti kellek predictionek kont taħseb li ħatmorru 3-2 jew taħseb li ħatkunu like
Għara, naħseb, going into it, I knew it was going to be close. Għax, team tajjeb, labna darba kontrihom diġa u tlifna, imma għen kena il-Brimba ma kienx hemmhekk, so qatt ma labnilhom bil-full team.
Illallo.
Naħseb il-lob kif marra naħseb kellhom kunu 3-1 għalina, early game irid jitranġa naqra, kien hemm ħafna forced fights lej il-blue buff tagħhom. naqra of forcing gol fuq Drakes meta ma kenniex prajo. Jiġri kemm naħdmu naqa fuq dawk. Il-fatt li ma konniex nafu l-PTX u xħajlab jole it affected drafts a bit. Mu però naħseb id-drafts kienu tajbin.
Ejja.
Kon surprise l-ħar loba ibbenjaw il-karma. Ħsibt li ħaj forsi għana nażlu bej il-karma u l-J4 u jihdu whatever we didn't take.
Yep, I mean,
Overall,
forsi
it was
ma bdowx
very
jasbu fuqa kollu. Tibda tajja, game 5 u hekk, it's a good idea. U għalek kint il-coach għax jiġuk frasek dal-affarijiet, it-taraħa.
Ma però nano grazzi għali għax lab vera tajjeb. Il-vein pick kienet kompletament l-ideja tijaw, like ma zaħiċi.
Sure, l-ideja tijaw kienet, promise. Mux jiena xeġimatejn ilu għet najlu jistajla, ma kien, ma insomma. Imma najt, sa' kif ġab skin fuq għawgol.
Zammiru l-ħaraq naqra, għax għat maħallini ħila vein top, mbagġi dannena u ħallini ħila għam l-ewel.
U perform hemmek kienet, tipo, for sure ġab il-Horizon mentality. Issa going into next game, against Skafratons, Versio, hopefully kolkom il-pity u kol, tistaw tilabu as a full lineup. Il-revenge fuq Versio tridu, dik bis jonqos.
Issa naraw naqqa meta ħassir, ġurnata għax. Issa season daqti spiċċax jerba di moħra. Għada ħassir.
Għada ħatilabu. Good luck, guys. Aħjar għalikom.
Mela għal research issa, għal research.
Le.
Ifem, nemmen li għanna biex intu għom love on their pool għom ukoll, to be honest. Kem we lock in, neħu dawna li game ints.
Genkjaw il-living dream miljon darba. Moħkom hemm għax il-living jaffimur il-commit, jaffimur jungle, jaffimur AD carry.
Mpanna raw lock il-ruling, ma dan zaqzu champions minn għaf.
Eżatt. You catching on, alright, nice, tal-ostja. U jgħamil xtamen. Well, good luck for the next one, ma jirċin somma quiz għax fħames jgħat fjom.
Grazie ħafna u see you tomorrow, mela allu.
Mux tomorrow. Nix bidlek naqsa.
Tomorrow.
Għada, narak għada. See you, coach. All right.